I need that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
he's. Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you.
Yeah, it's Work Boot Wednesday. Strap up your hard hats and work boots, and we are in the building. Shout out to Luciano, the absolute nobody, in the chat already this morning. And Luke said, Coach, this ain't the hill you want to die on. Shut up, pussy. I die when I want to die on what I want to die on. This is the Work Boot Wednesday. Tap in, chime in, and we are here for all the smoke. Herm Edwards, NFL legend, joins us. So don't miss this one. A great interview coming up. And it is time to go. Take the E out of ego, and it spells go. It's go time. The University of Penn apologizes to all women regarding Leah Thomas, the man who beat them in swimming and stripped all the victories and medals from him and have issued those medals back to the women who would have won in his place. Make it make sense. This is what I have been saying for years. Since this freak got in the headlines with Riley Gaines, we now have to do this to get back to square zero. But what do I know? I've been saying this for how many years? We haven't done anything. We haven't improved anything. We haven't gained back anything. We are just doing normal shit to get back to square zero. This is an absolute mockery and a slap to all women who work their asses off to play college sports. Now, Penn will send apology letters to every female he beat. So Trump threatens to take your funding away, Penn, and you apologize and send letters? Ironic. The irony. How embarrassing and how downright stupid has this whole ploy been? The NBA trades and free agencies are going wild as the Nuggets grab some depth. The Rockets seem like the team to compete for a title, and the Lakers, well, still have done nothing. Our guy Brett Boone's Texas Rangers bats came alive last night right after he got off our show. They scored 10 runs, and the Dodgers continue to be on top as Ohtani hits his 30th home run to keep up with Aaron Judge in New York as the Yankees lead the East. And my LA Kings make a splash in the NHL by landing rival Corey Perry from Edmonton. And your Stanley Cup champs, Florida Panthers, signed Schmidt to a monster 8-year deal. Nick Saban says he still doesn't watch Shane Gillis, doesn't know who he is, and thinks he's an absolute nobody. And guess what? Agrees with me. But what do I know? Is Nick Saban an nobody as well, since all the people in my comments say you're just a JUCO failed nobody coach? Is Nick Saban a JUCO failed nobody coach? Anyway, but what do I know? Let's dive into it. The Far East Sider 317, LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, and AR5 defending. Caitlin Clark jockeying our Fox Sports very own Big Smitty type.
Hey, homie, I love that intro that you give me, bro. Like, you always start off with the Far East Sider. Cause that's my heart. That's where I'm from. Shout out to my city.
I don't even know what I say. I don't even know what I say.
I need Kevin the Trucker to take your intro for me, add some like motivational music underneath it, and then lead that into like a highlight tape of all things me. It could be a mixture of some Ball State football plays. It could be some of my best moments on this show. Make like a 2-minute highlight tape of all things Smitty. But you got to start off with that intro right there. The Far East Sider. Put some Ric Flair, woo, in the background. The Far East Sider, woo. Naptown riding, woo. Will dealing, woo. Caitlin Clark swinging. Lamar, like, I'm telling you, homie. Kevin the Trucker, that's your new assignment. But anyway, we here live. We got Young Bailey in the background, JB to the right of me. And we got Quinn. We got Racist Ron. We got BWSDB. We got Young Rio, Matthew Bayer, Jungle Rumbler, and Danny Sanchez. It's going to be a great show.
So hit the like button as you walk in the door, because a lot of you have been telling me that, oh, you got to leave the chat to hit the like. I don't know if that's true or not.
It's a lie.
Is it?
I don't know.
Smitty don't know because he don't not in the chat. So make sure you hit the like button as you walk in, or go out and hit the like button, come back, whatever you want to do. However that works. I'm not going to comment about Theo Von and Shane Gillis being cut from the same cloth, because no, they're not. And I'm not going to comment about that. They're not. No, I'm saying they're not. And I'm not even going to get into that because you know how I feel about the whole genre. So, and I'm going to keep it real, and you're forcing me to keep it real, and I'm just going to keep it real.
That's your boy. Don't do that. That's your boy. He was on the show, so.
Don't matter.
He was on the show. You can't be phony and then be, you know what I mean?
I was on his show.
Right. I know. You can't be on somebody's show and then dog him. So
he wanted me on his show.
Right. And you accept it. So
yeah.
Okay. So
I didn't know who he was.
I know, but you accept it. So that, I mean, so what does that make you then? You know what I mean? So
I went on everybody's show. It was Netflix's deal. They made me go on a tour.
They made you. So you were forced. So even though they didn't pay you a dime, they forced you to do things you didn't want to do.
Well,
okay.
Well, you know, when you don't know what you don't know, homie. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know anything about it. They put me on a tour to go on all these different shows. And actually, Theo and Michael Rapport reached out to me personally. And I went on their shows because they were in LA. When I came home to LA, I went to their show. You know what I'm saying? Like on my own. So those were more of a personable relationship that we ended up building over phone. All the other ones, all the big, like, you know, shows I did through them.
Okay.
So I didn't know. You know, I'm thinking, oh, is it going to lead to money? Is it going to lead to something? I don't know. So, you know, that's just like you. You didn't know, right? You didn't know you don't know everything unless you know the business. It takes you time. Like when I die and you look back, what we were just talking about, you're going to say JB was right about everything. And I owe him a great apology.
No, I'm not.
So when I'm dead in like 10, 15 years, you're going to come back and say, hey, JB was actually right about everything. I was just too young, wet behind the ears, and I didn't know shit about life. I didn't know how to change the oil, the brakes. I didn't know anything about like real life and politics and how you know, Kamala really fucked us over. Like you're going to come back in 10 years and say, damn, JB was right about everything.
Changing the oil is always like your go-to, though. I noticed that every time it comes like to me or somebody who's like younger than you.
Yeah,
the first step is changing the oil.
Yeah.
Or like,
tire.
You can't change the oil, then nothing doesn't matter. Or tire. But I know how to change the tire.
Brakes.
I know how to change the tire, homie.
Brakes. Remember brakes?
I know how to change the tire, homie.
Or brakes.
Loosen the screws up a little bit. Put the little thing underneath. Pump it all the way up.
How do you change the tire? Though?
Put the tire back on. Screw it back on. Let it back down. We're good to go. We moving. It's real simple.
I don't know how a fly got in here. In the lounge though.
Ash and them be going in and out the little dog.
Yeah, but flies don't, I got a thing on there. Flies don't come through that. I've never seen flies in the lounge.
Well,
but
sometimes
anyway.
I've seen flies be in the hairs of ash. Ash, you don't clean them all the time, so sometimes the fly be on ash. When ash comes in, they just fly off of ash, and now it's flying around. So it's all good. But no, I'm gonna speak at your funeral probably about 10, 12 years. And I'm gonna actually be like, no, he was actually wrong about a lot of things, but he was a good person. Joe Click, I pressed JB in public a couple years ago. Y'all MFers ain't gonna do sheesh.
I don't get his point. Do you?
I have no clue what he's talking about.
So he said he pressed me in public, but y'all motherfucker ain't do shit.
I don't know what y'all mean. I have no idea what y'all mean. I don't know what that means me and you.
Why do people lie? Like, I don't get why. I've never been pressed ever in my life in public. So I'm trying to figure out why people just lie. They're covering. Why are you covering your face? You scared of ICE, homie? Why are you covering your face? Are you protesting? Are you paid protester running from ICE? Stop. Come press me today, bitch. It's hilarious, homie. It's hilarious. But anyway, we're real. We like talking to the crowd.
I don't.
The haters are our biggest fans. Someone said, JB, 10 to 12 years. Are you kidding me? You need to change your life.
I've been trying to tell him that, y'all, but he don't listen to me. So it's all in his hands and God's hands, and fate is fate. Whatever happens to him, he's earned every piece of it. So,
Drew. Fuck, homie. I wouldn't give him up for $1 million. Shut the fuck up.
$1 million, you gotta think about it now. I know you love that.
I want it. Real shit.
You gotta think about it, is all I'm saying.
I just want it.
You gotta think about it.
No, I want it.
Because I get it, like as much as you love like your dog, and I'm never saying I not love your dog. Unfortunately, and I hate to like twist this, but dogs have like short lives for whatever reason. That's just the way they are. So like if someone's willing to pay you $1 million for it, you can love from a distance, homie. That's something you got to really strongly consider.
That's BPS. I don't sell my soul for the devil.
It's not saying so. It's
I'll make $1 million, homie. I'll make $1 million. I do not need to sell him for $1 million.
You won't though.
But I'm not selling him for $1 million. Yeah, I will, because obviously I wouldn't sell him. So
well, I hear you though, but like
no, you don't hear me.
Dogs live for like what? Like 15 years at most, like a great situation.
Maybe,
right. And so if somebody give you $1 million, so
I'm gonna get my dog. I'm gonna get my dog for $1 million to this weirdo fuck. No,
is he weird?
I don't know. He's a weirdo. He keeps offering lowballing. Yeah, he's a weirdo fuck. I got JB's dog, Stokey's son. I got shut the. And then he'll have puppies and sell them for $40,000 a piece. Am I fucking boo-boo the fool? You fucking retard. But anyway, Smitty, let's dive right into the show, man, because the quote of the day is brought to you by.
You see him right there, man. I'm about to start saying it again tomorrow, though. So whatever happens is gonna happen. I don't believe that's it.
Lies, homie.
It's a mosquito.
Smitty, success isn't luck. It's consistency when no one's clapping.
Ooh, I like that a lot, man. When they not watching you working, homie.
Yeah, so people always think they need a fucking motivational speech. And how about you self-motivate and by getting up in the morning, making your motherfucking bed without using an alarm to wake up?
I need my alarms. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You do, because you're young. In 10 years, you'll be like, damn, JV was right again about that shit.
That's because old folks just wake up early. I go to sleep early.
Yeah,
old folks go to sleep at 8:30, so I wake up at 4:30. Just naturally,
I don't sleep at all. I went to sleep at 1, woke up at 3, let the dogs out. We'll back up at 4. Bailey sent me the thumbnail at 4:05. Got posted that, so I've been up. I really don't sleep
because you don't sleep good because you got back and ball issues. I remember you told us a long time ago you had something going on with your ball to your neck. It was like a connection. you said that. So
it was like
so you don't sleep good.
It's connected. That's been fixed, but it's connected. It's like it was a thing, and I didn't know it was connected like that, but it was.
Everything's connected on.
Everything is connected. Contrary to belief is connected to this Coach AB show on a Work Boot Wednesday, but it's not connected to
quote of the
day. Not contrary to belief is not quote of the day. I don't understand why nobody grasped that concept yet.
It literally is though.
We'll keep going to that point. Contrary to belief, Smitty, sometimes your value isn't seen until your absence is felt. Contrary to belief. Sometimes
that could have been a great quote too, though.
No, it can't, because I told you. Like contrary to belief is like I'm telling you. There's no like it's a statement. Contrary to belief. Your
quote of the day was a statement too.
Nah.
Go back and read it. I'm telling you it was.
Success isn't luck, it's consistency when no one's clapping.
It's a statement. Like you're not asking a question.
Nah. But that's quote of the day could be both. Contrary to belief can't. But anyway. Micro don't understand it. Poll question, Smitty. Are the Rockets the biggest threat in the West?
Man, I'm gonna say yes, but it's close. It's between them and the Denver Nuggets, man. The Denver Nuggets picking up.
It's Denver.
Them picking up Valanciunas. It was a huge get. I think I sent it to you, and I was like, huge.
I think addition by subtraction was bigger than that.
I
think getting rid of Porter
and
grabbing that youngster,
homeboy,
and you got two pieces in the depth. I think Denver made a move.
Nah, Denver definitely made a big time move, man, because they also got Tim Hardaway Jr., who's a guy who can get hot at any moment, give you 18 points, make corner threes, played in big playoff moments in playoff games. So it's close. But again, I like what the Rockets, did too. They got Dorian Finney-Smith, the 3-and-D guy, got length. Clint Capella, he's not the same Clint Capella of old, but he's still a guy who has size, will hustle, defend, and of course KD is KD. So I'm gonna give the slight edge to the Houston Rockets, but both those teams got extremely better. And again, the West it looks like they're going to be a lot of teams competing for those top spots. Okay, see,
I'm taking Joker, the guy that actually won it as the bus driver. I'm taking him over the bus rider that needs to go find a super team every time. So I'm not bought in. I'm not sold on KD.
KD got 2 Finals MVPs. Was the best player on the best team. Who also had Steph Curry, and it was
because of Steph. He won MVP
and was better than Steph. So
he won the MVP because
was better than Steph. So
he had Steph on the court.
And also led his team prior to that to the NBA final. He was 22 years old. He was averaging damn near 30 and lost against the Heatles with prime LeBron, prime D-Wade, prime Bosh after they had just lost against the Mavs last year, who was extremely motivated. So I'm saying, and then that team got split up immediately after that. James Harden got traded, or Ibaka got traded, so they never kept that same core team. All I'm saying is a lot of times we throw shots at KD, but context does matter. And all I'm saying, he did lead his team at age 22, where he won MVP and went to an NBA final, in which he balled out in the NBA finals. They just were not good enough at that point to beat that team.
SGA's better. SGA's better then because he makes more money than KD, and he won it all in OKC. Where
SGA will go down as a better
good.
Thunder.
SGA's better. Thank you.
A better Thunder.
SGA's better already.
Because he bought the Marine.
He's
already better than KD. No,
he didn't chop. He didn't go and chase
not better than KD. No,
and I needed Steph. It's crazy.
He's not better than KD. No.
Has KD been the MVP any other time without Steph?
Of the season, yes.
No, to win it.
Well, he's only won 2 rings, and the 2 rings are with the Warriors.
No shit. He's horrible, homie. He's a bus rider. Come on now, dog. Stop defending these motherfuckers.
The Golden State Warriors begged him to join the team.
No, they didn't.
Isaiah Thomas broke this whole. You know what? That's all I'm gonna find. No,
you know what? Why you find that? Let me talk real quick.
Go ahead and talk, please. You find this clip.
Speaking of the Lakers and free agency, as we've seen all these people make moves, Rob Pelinka continues to piss down his leg. I don't know if you saw the rumors out there though, but he put out something that's very, very interesting. Someone put a video out saying that Finney-Smith only left LA because he put out like a false advertisement to the league so nobody would take him so he could get him on the low and keep him in LA. And he said, fuck you, and bounced and went to Houston on a whatever 3-year deal. Pelinka and the Lakers are in trouble, Smitty, right now. They have no big. There's 2 bigs on the market. They haven't done shit. I don't know if Pelinka realizes that free agency's been open for like 2 days now because the Lakers have done nothing. They got a 6-man and got rid of the starting wing, Finney-Smith. They've done absolutely nothing. And I don't know if you saw that report or not, but it's fucking comical. And then there's a video.
I did not see that. So I'm sorry, I was typing. I wasn't listening. So for clarity, you saying Dorian Finney-Smith put out a false statement about himself?
No, Pelinka put it out on him saying he's injury prone, blah, blah, blah. So the NBA teams wouldn't be quick to grab him. And then basically he said, you
do me like that?
You hating on me? And then he went to Houston. And then there's a podcast that covers LA, and just since we're speaking of that, show it real quick, baby. Listen to what he said about LeBron and Reeves.
LeBron does not like playing with Luka. Reeves does not like playing. LeBron does not like playing with Luka. Reeves does not like playing with Luka. Reeves does not like getting the ball with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. LeBron is not fond of playing with Luka. The Lakers are going to turn their attention to build around Luka, not LeBron. Of course. So this is Luka's team now. I would not be shocked if like he'll probably come back, but I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed no-brainer LeBron comes back to the Lakers.
I'm agreeing with him. I said it yesterday. I don't think it's a full no-brainer that he's back either. I really don't. I think there's something in the works, and I think that this is going to be a bad deal. I think they are transitioning to Luka, obviously.
As they should, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's no way, and I agree with Keyshawn, your guy. There's no way that the Lakers are going to go to Luka on LeBron's last hoorah as he does a farewell tour in the NBA in his final 23rd season. There's just no way. It's impossible. Not a guy that you said on this show runs the league. Like, LeBron is bigger than, like, he makes moves with, like, networks and fucking the league and tells cats what to do. There's no way you're going to tell me that Luka, they're going to transition to making it Luka's team on LeBron's farewell tour. So they either got to cut bait with him or they're going to – it's LeBron's team one more year, homie, at 41, 2 years old. Like, the Lakers are in a bad spot. I'm just going to tell you. If the Lakers want to say this is the last, we're going to pay homage to LeBron and we're just going to take our lumps, cool, and it's Luka's year, but every year in the NBA matters, homie. It's not like you can just win titles whenever you want. And Luka's getting older, even though he's young, he's getting older. It's still, he's got a lot of miles on those tires, bruh. So I'm just telling you, I don't know.
I hear you. That is a good point. But before we transition, before our special guest comes in a few minutes, I do want to go back to our earlier topic where you were dissing Kevin Durant. I just want to show this clip that Isaiah Thomas went viral on talking to Draymond Green about KD and those Warriors. Check this out.
I got a clip too after that.
And I hope this don't upset you. Before Kevin Durant arrived in Golden State, y'all were on the verge of and being remembered as the team that went 73-9 and lost to a Cleveland Cavalier team in the finals. You up 3-1, and probably one of the biggest collapse in NBA Finals history. Kevin Durant comes that summer and really saves y'all basketball legacy. You win 2 championships after that. The Golden State Warriors dynasty that you're going to go into the Hall of Fame on and everything else, it is cemented, because if Durant don't come that summer and you guys are remembered as the 73-9 team, all of your legacies are different.
You can say that
from an all-time great who has no bias in the situation. There's no reason for him to lie. He's an old school cat who you respect, played during your era, got 2 rings, and he's the only guys who went through the Magic and the Lakers, Larry Bird and the Celtics, and Michael Jordan in the same playoff run to win the ring. So I think if anybody has the knowledge and respect to be able to speak on it, it's him. He said directly to Draymond Green on his own podcast, and everything he says is actual fact. If you guys remember it, because I watched this when I was a true big NBA fan and watching the game, watching the series. The Warriors were not about to come back and win after that. They lost that 73-9 year. When they lost, if they don't get KD, they're not about to win the finals that next year. The Cavs even got even stronger, got even better. If you break down where the Golden State Warriors were at that point, their very first ring they beat the Cavs, who went down? Kyrie and Kevin Love, and they barely beat the Cavs in 6 games. Then they had the 73-9 team, and then they lost that and choked that up. KD came and saved the day. It's an actual fact. So again, we can get mad at the fact that he went to the team that beat him. That's all fine and dandy, and we can talk morals and what we would have done and all this, that, and the third. But that's don't change history. Kevin Durant was the head honcho of that team, and he is the reason why we call that Warriors a dynasty. That's a fact. Come from Isaiah Thomas. Go ahead. I'm done talking about it.
Isaiah, your history would have been changed without Dennis Rodman. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? You can do that with every team, Smitty. It's not fact. Stop with some fact. No, it's not. He came out and said the common, normal thing that every fan knows.
And he got traded. Dennis Rodman was drafted on that team.
You got a top 5 NBA player to come to your roster. Wow, shocking fucking news. You won. Big 3 won again. Wow, a shocker. Guess what happened when LeBron went to Miami? Is that a history changing that the Big 3 was developed in Miami, homie? What are we talking about? It ain't no fact. The fact is that the Big 3 dominated the NBA for about 10 years there in a run. Wonder why. 3 Hall of Famers get together, usually win something, Smitty. That's not groundbreaking news by Isaiah fucking Thomas, who needed Dennis Rodman to win, and Joe Dumars to win, and Bill Laimbeer and fucking Mahorn to be the enforcers so Isaiah could dribble the fucking ball around. Stop, homie. That sounds crazy. KD needed Steph to win, or he wouldn't have went there, homie. Fact. Because he would have won somewhere else, right? If he's such a great player, homie. Stop.
Well, I'll get back to that here in a second. I know our special guest is here, but your examples that you used were horrible because Dennis Rodman was drafted by the Pistons. So we're not talking about guys who were organically drafted by the team. We're talking about a team that people consider a dynasty without Kevin Durant that actually was not a dynasty before he got there. So, but anyway, we can talk about that a little bit later. We got a big special guest on. We're going to move on right now, JB.
Yeah. Well, Michael, you have to understand, you can't trade and move around like you once did. That's my point. That's what you don't get. But anyway, we got a legend on. Grew up watching this man coach. One of my admirations in the coaching world. So coached a lot of good friends of mine, kids I recruited, coached for this man. People I grew up with, coached for this man. So it's an honor to have him on. And the legendary Coach Edwards joins the show. Coach!
How you doing? Good morning. You guys are off to a hot start.
Let's go.
In the background here. I'm
hey,
like, whoa.
It's like you and Shaun Salisbury back in the day. I'm on a show with Shaun after this, so I remember when you came on his show, man. So I was like, I was loving it. Man, you had Prentice Gill coaching with you, man. One of the kid I recruited, man, back in the day in Compton College when I was the head coach there, and great young man, man. I'm glad you moved him over to wideouts, though. He was a DB guy.
Yeah.
That's great.
Really did an excellent job. Really good recruiter. Knew the LA area.
Yeah.
Got us some good kids there. Yeah, he's a really good football coach.
Nah, you did it right. You did it right with the LA guys, getting him and AP, obviously, who I grew up with. And you had Hawk. You had some guys you had some good dudes, all guys I coached with or been around. So I love it. What was the biggest transition, man, that since you've gone out, since you got to see this transition from this NIL deal and this transfer portal craziness? What was the biggest shock you coming back to college? Was it a shock or was it like, oh, this is the NFL? This ain't no shock to me.
No, it really wasn't hard as a lot of people may imagine. Once you can have conversation with players, I always put the player hat on when I became a coach. And I asked myself this question, make sure, you allow your players to ask questions. Questions are good. Some coaches don't like questions. They think it's questioning authority. I say, man, look, questions are knowledge. Yeah. I tell players all the time, man, ask for knowledge, man, because that's all we can give you. We can't give you talent. We can give you knowledge. And the only way you receive knowledge is ask questions. And from there, basically, look, I grew up in the neighborhood, man. I'm good. It's like, I get it. Nothing's going to faze me. I mean, I went back and I had a good crew of guys, man. I mean, really, and some good coaches that were connected with those guys. So it wasn't a hard learning period. And guys in college, their number one ambition is to do what? They want to play pro football.
Yep.
Okay. So how do you put them on a platform to be able to do that? And my big thing to their parents was real simple is, look, I don't know if he's going to play pro football, but I know this, he's going to graduate. And all the guys we had there graduated. Jaden Daniels, graduate, all of them, they all graduated. Hey, man, you guys are going to graduate. That's what I promised the parents. I can promise you this. They will graduate. They will get coached. And other than that, I said, we're going to go have some fun, try to win some football game.
Coach, let me ask you something real quick before Smitty jump. Are they still as hungry as they once were, though, with this NIL thing? Is the NFL their admiration anymore, or is it getting college money and staying in college as long as you can?
Well, I think if you're on the fence, you stay in college as long as you can, right? Because, only 2% of these guys are going to make it in the National Football League. And the life expectancy is about 3.4 years or something like that. So, now what it does, all of a sudden the car lots are nice, or nicer in the players' lot. They got better cars than the coaches. Yeah. And the hardest part, I think, is that when money gets involved, egos get involved. And players start looking at, well, you paid this guy this, and you paid that guy that. Why did I get paid, right? And so you got to deal with that at an early age. That already happens in the NFL when they start in the NFL. And then all of a sudden, that train goes early now. Okay, Who else is the kid got to give money to? You got to give grandma some money, grandpa. He's all of a sudden this young guy at 17, rather than at 21, we used to get him in the NFL. He may be providing for his family. That's tough on a kid, right? I mean, it kind of speeds up the process.
No doubt.
It definitely does, Coach. Let's dive into this piece here. Obviously, you had a great playing career, and then from there you transitioned pretty much straight into coaching, being an analyst as well. But what was the motivation for you to transition into coaching? Like what was it about you, passion wise, that I guess made you want to give back to the game?
Well, you're right. I wanted to get back to the game, and once you played as long as I played. And, I wasn't drafted. I was kind of blackballed coming out of college because I was one of those guys that asked questions. And when I asked questions back in the early 70s, you couldn't ask the coach a question. You were threatening authority, So I was searching for knowledge. And when I became a player, obviously I said, my next stop is going to be, I want to coach. I want to get back to the game of football. And I just wanted to be a secondary coach, to be quite honest. I had no aspirations of being a coordinator or a head coach. Let me coach the back end, and I'm good because I'm comfortable back there. I like my guys back. There's a certain mentality you have when you play DB. You got a room of a bunch of A personalities, man. It's good stuff. And then from there, obviously, Tony Dungy and myself, we came out of college the same time together, and we were hooked to the hip. He went to Pittsburgh Steelers, I went to the Eagles, and he started coaching earlier than I did. And then eventually we got together in Kansas City with Marty Schottenheimer. He was on that staff. He had Bruce Arians, Tony Dungy, Bill Cowher, a bunch of guys on that staff. And then from there, Tony went to Tampa, and then I went to Tampa with Tony, right? Yeah. And then from there, kind of, to the Jets, and then got traded back to Kansas City, and then went on television, put some makeup on for about 10 years, and then went back to Arizona State, and that was a lot of fun too, man. And now I'm back, put the makeup on the worldwide leader. So
would you coach again? Would you do it again? Would you coach again?
I'm coaching, man. Look here, I'm coaching from the studio, man. You know what?
Right.
There's no wins or lost in the studios, boys.
Would you? I'm pretty sure I know this answer, but would you say coaching is harder than actually playing?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, because. You're dealing with so many personalities, and you want to. And look, and I always tell coaches, I said, look, at the end of the day, man, I say when they kick the ball off, I said you got to trust the players. And I always tell coaches, I said, man, don't ask these guys to do things they're incapable of doing. Put them in position where they can succeed. That's what I used to tell the players. I said, look, I'm going to put you in position where you can succeed. That's all I want. I want you to be successful. And I told the coaches, I said, hey, man, that's our job, man. Make these guys successful. When they ask questions, give them answers. I said, you got 30 seconds when that guy comes off the field. When something bad happens, you got to fix it. You got to fix the problem because they're looking for answers.
No question. Let me ask something real quick. This whole the NFL now, obviously, it's kind of like, I don't know. Do you see a player empowerment issue? Do you see like the kids? The first time ever, I've been telling Smitty that we're seeing like high school kids transferring 4 times in 4 years. You recruit Jaden. I coach Jaden, seen him around his whole life here in SoCal. Him, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, all here together at the same time, basically getting to watch those 3 in SoCal. And they go, Bryce Young went from Cathedral to Mater Dei to, so like Pasadena, Muir. Like this is like kind of like the norm. Then they go to college, transfer 4 times.
Yeah.
And then in the NFL now, you're seeing guys that are on contract demand a trade. Is this not kind of the first time you've seen the player empowerment at this level?
Yeah, because back in my day, when you signed a contract, you couldn't get out of it. I mean, even when your contract was ended, they still had your rights. And so they could hold you. They could say, well, you can go sit at home because we're not going to trade you. There's no free agency. There was no free agency when I came to the league. You signed a contract. You signed a 3-year deal. Okay, it ended. They told you, here's the money we're going to pay you. You say no. We say, okay, well, then sit. And you couldn't do anything. You're just sitting there. Well, now there's free agency. There's, these players now, I'll give credit to the players. Now they got to watch themselves because eventually you become a guy that if you keep bouncing around, that says something about you too, right? And all of a sudden, and I know players want the right fit. That has a lot to do with it. They want the right system. That has something to do with it. But some guys, they're like nomads. 2 years, they need to change the scenery.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know, sometimes you actually go recruit a guy or you draft a guy like that knowing, hey, he ain't going to be here long. We just need him to fill this void for about a year or two. We'll get him out of here. He'll go somewhere else. That's okay, but he'll fit. And so you got to understand how you build your team.
No, for sure, for sure. Let me ask you this. Let's stay talking about, you know, today's football in this era. Myself and Coach JB, we always have like these different debates where he feels like football is kind of like in a bad spot. He feels like this is like the worst quarterback play that he's seen in different eras, and with the rule changes, you can't hit the quarterback. It's, you know, it's kind of softer. How do you, I guess, view the overall landscape of where the NFL is at today?
Well, a lot of it has to do, for me, is what system is the quarterback in, and who's the play caller, and does the play calling match up with the quarterback's ability? Look, when I had Chad Pennington.
Right.
Hey, Chad Pennington, hey, here it is. You stay in the pocket. You ain't running. You ain't making no extra yards. We're going to be a play action 49er offense with Chad Pennington like Joe Montana. You ain't running nowhere.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 49ers get Steve Young. Well, same offense, but now we can move the pocket a little bit. We got this quarterback. He can do this. So you better know who that guy is. When I had Jaden, all right, I told Jaden, I said, here's the deal. Started him as a freshman. I said, the offensive coordinator is telling you got 3 reads. I'm telling you got 2. You got 1, you look for the guy. If the number 2 guy ain't open, run. Go ahead and run, man. And I used to tell him, when you run, know when the journey's over, protect yourself. Just protect yourself, right? Just slide, run out of bounds, man. You ain't getting the 3. Don't worry about 3. You might get to the 3rd read, maybe your 3rd year. But your 1st year, you 1, 2, go. You know, and so know who he is, and then will you build the offense around his talent? But also, for me, it's real simple. How do you protect him? You got to run the football. You got to run the football. You got to give him a breather.
Yeah.
You got to give the guy a breather. To me, here's the biggest thing I see in football right now. And no one can cover them. No one can cover the tight end, guys. No one covers the tight end. No one has an answer. I'm going to tell you something. And I'm gonna say it right now. You guys show. The Raiders have maybe the 2 best tight ends in football.
Woo!
I've been saying it.
They got a runner too now.
They do.
Okay.
What you saying, Coach?
I'm saying this. If I'm the Raiders, I'm playing 2 tight end offense. With 1 back, 2 receivers, I'm good. And I'm gonna tell the NFL, you deal with this. You deal with that twin set when them 2 tight ends are sitting over there and the slot on the other side. I'm gonna tell you, you got a problem. Then you got a runner. They can't cover the tight ends, guys. Them 2 tight ends they got down there. Good luck,
Coach. What do I know? Because I only said getting the damn 12 last year and let Brock Bowers eat. Let Brock Bowers eat. Make this young quarterback, because they didn't have a quarterback. To your point. So if I got a journeyman quarterback, guess what? 1 read and Devontae Adams out there dictating. I'm dictating by the coverage, right? 1-on-1 on Devontae, because you got to figure out what you're gonna do with those safeties on my 2 damn tight ends. So
here's the crazy part: they got to stop the run.
That's what I'm saying.
When you bring 2 tight ends in there,
add a gap.
You bring a heavy package in the defense.
Yeah.
See, and here's the problem in pro football now. And Philadelphia exposed it. Pro football is this: 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers, and a running back. So what did the defense do? They draft these light linebackers that weigh about 215 pounds. Why? Because they want them to cover.
Yep.
Well, guess what? They turn around and give the ball Saquon Barkley, and they're just beating him. They're knocking them dudes. Man, he touches the ball, he got 5 yards before he even gets hit.
Yeah.
And it's like no one can stop the run. No,
him and Derrick Henry last season, right?
No, yeah. Everybody plays with a light box because they got these light linebackers. And if you just run the ball, you're in 2nd and 4 all day.
So let me ask you this. Everything is full circle. Do you feel like the game is going to kind of go back to an extent where linebackers now got to put on more weight and be more physical? And
here's another thing that you guys mentioned about the quarterback. So now the quarterback, you don't put all this stress on this quarterback saying, hey, man, you got to throw it 50 times. Philadelphia ran the ball more than they threw it, guys.
Yep.
They ran it for 550 times. They ran the football. 550.
Yep.
They ran the ball more than they threw it. They were a running team, and they win a Super Bowl.
Defense, run the ball, hold the clock. Shit. You got a good recipe. I know you're a real one, Coach, because you coached one of my former kids, knucklehead ass Jack. So I know you had to deal with him. I'm glad to see him have some success with the Raiders, and now I think Pete moved on from him. I don't know if they kept him or not. Did they? I'm not sure, but hopefully the kid ends up doing. I did a lot for that boy. Shit, I know you did.
He's special now. He's special. He is special.
You told AP, you got his ass. You coached him at Poly, boy. You watch his ass.
Oh man,
shit, I already know. I
used to walk on my meeting, the team meeting. I walk around. I used to know where he's sitting. I look. I go, is he there? Is he here?
Hey, because he's so damn fat. He's got that it factor. You need him on the damn yard, but it's like, boy, are you gonna come to practice?
Coach, yeah, I used to laugh at him and say, hey, look, man, here's the deal, man. I said, don't make it real simple for him. I said, Jack, you got cat coverage. Just go cover the cat, man. Just go cover your cat. Don't worry about all the rest of that mess. Just go cover your cat.
Hey, you dropping these little one-liners that a lot of folks in the chat may not understand. You tell, hey, I know the OC told you to do this, but I'm telling you to do this. People don't realize the seat that we had as the head coach is just a different. The wins and loss record go on our ass, not your ass. OC, DC. Yeah, so like you got to tell these freshmen, these youngsters, like, hey man, listen, I know they're teaching you all this because the OC's job is to appease the head coach, score points, look like he's really putting a hell of an offense together, Smitty. The head coach is like, listen over here. You get one-on-one, throw the ball to that mother. Like,
he ain't open to run.
Yeah, don't overthink this. And he had him as a freshman. He's like, Jaden, I'm starting you as a freshman. How special did you see that? Did you see the it factor in Jaden right away?
Yeah, smart guy, very athletic. And we made it simple for Jaden too. We N'Keal Henry was there. We had some receiver and his favorite guy was Brandon Ayuk. Ayuk was there with him, right? I used to call him on this. I'd call him. I'd have a timeout. I'd call him over there to come to the sideline. And I used to call him. I called Jaden 5. I said, 5. I said, what you think? He said, Coach. I said, know what you think. And I said, Ayuk. I said, what you want to do? He said, I'm going to run a go route. I said, throw it to him. I said, okay, throw it. Just make sure you catch it.
We overcomplicate the game, Coach. We do.
Coach, he said, I can beat that guy all day. Well, then throw him a go route. Don't worry about it. That's the plan. Call upstairs and say, hey, we're going to throw a go route over there to Brandon. We're going to be fine.
People overcomplicate. I used to have a coach come in and was like, Coach, I want to take a 5 and a 2, and he's got to pump up. I said, boy, you don't shut the hell up and let Malik Henry throw the goddamn ball over here to the comeback. And like, why are we doing all this? Like, the guy can throw. It's crazy how these youngsters. Coach, how much have you seen when you go to the AFCA and all the clinics that we used to always go to and all this stuff, and you're seeing all these youngsters? Can you teach me how to run this mesh concept? And I'm like, boy, learn how to damn put a program together first. Like, X's and O's is all they care about nowadays. They don't have any clue what it takes to, like, the meat and potatoes, do they?
Well, I think what you got to understand is how do you really connect with your players?
Relationship.
That's more important than anything, man. How you communicate to your players. You got to have open dialogue, and you get respect when you respect people. And I always tell players, look, I'm a teacher, man. I'm here to give you knowledge. And if you accept it, you're going to get better. If you don't, that's on you, right? And I make it real. I was always real with them, and they knew it. The players always know I was real, man. Come on, man. This is what we want to do.
Real, recognize real, Coach.
Right? And because you always got to, I always tell coaches, man, don't forget, coaches coach what players play. Players play. And the players that want to own the grass, man. I said, in the classroom is easy, but they got to do it on the grass. And I said, let them play on the grass. Don't complicate things. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Okay, Dale Carter. I had Dale Carter out of Tennessee. And he came to Kansas State out of secondary coach, first round pick. And we had a lot of double-digit concepts on defense. They change formations, they motion, you go from one coverage to another coverage. So Dale, man, he, ball gets snapped or motion, they run across the field, and we go to another coverage, and there was smoke coming out of this guy's helmet, man. And he couldn't figure it out. And so I go to Marty. I said, Marty, we got to stop this. He said, what do you mean, Herm? I said, we got to stop this. I said, he needs one coverage. I said, what is that? I did like this. I did like this. He said, what's that? I said, that's cat coverage. He said, what is cat coverage? I said, I'm going to tell him you will cover your cat. Don't worry about anything else. So I told Dale. I said, Dale. I said, Carter. I said, here's the deal, man. I said, we doing this now. He said, Coach, what's that, Coach? I said, cat coverage. You go cover 89, and wherever he go, you cover. He goes, Coach, I like that. Dude's all pro, man.
Dang. Keep it simple.
People don't realize I try to tell Smitty all the time. I'm like, man, we got to KISS method. People don't use it no more.
Stupid.
Nobody uses it no more.
You know, I mean, because at the end of the day, when you don't allow your good players to play, you're failing the team.
Yeah.
They think too much, right? Thinking too much.
Look, and we all of us been players at one time.
Yep.
You know who the good players are.
Come on,
now.
We all
know
know
who the good players are. You can't trick the players.
Right.
They know who the good players are. They're going, wait a minute, man. The system's too hard for this guy to learn. You got a bad system.
Yeah.
Coach, I had Jermaine Johnson, obviously on Netflix at Indy, and he goes first round, and my eighth first rounder I had out of JUCO. And I'm like, okay. We got a DC that wants to fire zone him and drop him into the flat and quarter cover. I said, boy, if you don't let this cat go get the damn quarterback, he's a first round NFL player, and we're over here making him think. I'm like, come on, man. I said, you want to get a job? You want to go D1? Let that mother go get the quarterback. And guess what? He was the number one player in JUCO, goes first round. But what do we know, Coach? When you're the head coach, you don't know shit.
Hey, it's as tough as Bill Parcells used to be, right? Mm-hmm. Bill Parcells. He's with the Giants. I'm with the Eagles. They get Lawrence Taylor. So they get Lawrence Taylor. And they said, he said, what do you do? He said, I just get him to practice every day. And I said, go get him. The other guy, 10 guys, will adjust. You go get them.
Yeah.
You just go get them, man.
Is LT the greatest football player you've ever seen?
Because
I call him he's my favorite player of all time.
The greatest for me, and I'm a little older than you guys, was Jim Brown.
Okay. Respect.
No doubt.
Because if you do the math, I tell people this all the time. Back in the era Jim Brown played, he's 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He played in the running league. Yeah. There's 11 guys on defense that say they're going to give him the ball. Nobody could tackle him.
Nobody.
11 guys trying to tackle one guy. Couldn't tackle him. Jim Brown could not tackle the guy, man.
Yeah.
And to me, he was just like, look, he was a different cat, this guy. But LT on defense, yeah, he wrecked the game.
And what was his name? Schwallenberger or whatever, the head coach of Syracuse, to get him and then Ernie Davis and then oh boy, they went to Denver, Tittle or not Little.
Yeah, they had a bunch of running backs up there. Man. Syracuse had good football back in those days. But Jim Brown, man, he was phenomenal, man. I mean, he really was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me ask you kind of a two-folded question. Tell me, I guess, as a player in NFL, excuse me, what was your favorite moment as a player, and what was your favorite moment as a coach that comes to mind?
The scoop score, Smitty. When you ask that man a scoop score.
And it wasn't, because it's funny because the play almost comes back to haunt you.
Yeah.
You know, because people are saying, but I tell people all the time, I say, yeah, but you know what? I had 38 interceptions.
Right.
They down for downgrade that.
They talk about a fumble. I said, yeah, that was a fumble. I just picked the ball and ran with it, man. I mean, I get that part. I said, but I think when we went to the Super Bowl, we were the first Eagle team to go. Back when we went, when it was Dick Vermeil was our coach, great man.
Yeah,
and really we didn't have the most talented team, but we were a tough team, man. We were mentally tough, the good bunch of guys, right? I mean, that's what we were. I would say anytime you go to a Super Bowl, my first NFL interception, I tell people all the time, was against the Rams and Joe Namath. And he was with the Rams. And, I can remember Joe Namath when he won the Super Bowl in '68 with Miami. And I'm in my rookie year, I'm in the Coliseum. I said, man, I'm playing against Joe Namath, man.
That had to feel amazing, right? That had to feel like surreal almost.
And that's the great thing about pro football when you grow up and you're a football guy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're playing against these guys. You're playing against Lynn Swann. You're playing against Roger Staubach. You're playing against, all these quarterbacks you've seen, Burt Jones. I mean, you're like, really, man?
Yeah.
I'm playing against it. I watch him on television, right? I mean, Roger Staubach. I'm playing against Roger Staubach, man. I mean, you almost have to pinch yourself, right?
Yeah.
You almost have to pinch yourself when you come in that league. And, when you come in there as a rookie, you don't know what you don't know. and you're just playing, and then all of a sudden, as you continue to play, look, when we played, guys, there was only 14 regular season games. There were 6 preseason games. Can you imagine that? 6. There were 6 preseason games, man.
No
and so
doubt.
it was a grind. I mean, football was a grind back in those days. You know, it was considered a running league. You had great running backs all through that.
Coach, we had one of your former teammates on our show, man, Vince Papali on the show.
Yes.
It was
good
legendary.
man.
That was
Vince is good
legendary,
dude, man.
That was legendary.
Good cat, man.
No doubt. Hey, let me ask you something. Is Marty, Coach Schottenheimer, is he getting done? Should he be in the Hall of Fame?
I think so. Yep. I think
he's got 200 wins. I think there's only 9 coaches in history.
Yeah. And he was a great coach, man. You know, he was a stubborn coach.
He get after your ass, huh?
Oh yeah, he was a stubborn coach, man. You know, one thing about him, toughness. You're gonna run the football. And you know, he kind of opened up a little bit, gonna play good defense, but he's one of those traditional guys. And he opened up a little bit when we got Joe Montana. Remember Joe Montana came to Kansas City. And we got Joe, and we had Marcus Allen. And we had a good crew, but we couldn't beat Buffalo. You know, Buffalo was we'd go to Buffalo and we'd lose to Buffalo all the time in the championship game, right? Buffalo was kind of that team. You know, Buffalo was Philly, right? Buffalo was the Chiefs back in those days. You know,
it's so ironic because now it's flipped. Now the Bills can't get past the Chiefs in today's football, right? It's flipped.
Well, I got to feel the Bills going to be okay. That quarterback they got, man.
You bad boy. You're a bad boy now.
He's really good, guys.
Yeah,
really good, man.
No doubt. I love this. Just hearing the old school stuff. You've been around Shoddy, his son, getting to see him as a youngster. What do you expect? What's your expectations as a rookie head guy this year?
You know, he's been around it. You know, Dallas is a different organization, as we all know. A good organization in this sense. Jerry will do what he has to do to get players. He'll pay his players. And here's what I say about the Cowboys, and I've said this numerous times on television. When you go to Dallas, because it's the Cowboys, even as a rookie or a young guy, you already feel like you're a star.
Yeah.
Because it's the Cowboys, right? Yeah. We always talk about it, and they got a star on the side of their helmet, and it's the Dallas Cowboys. And so you already feel like, oh, man, I'm a star. Well, here's the problem. When you look at the playoffs, and you look at their star players, okay, look at CD Lamb. CD Lamb's only got 2 touchdowns in the playoffs. You look at the stars. They don't play well in the playoffs, guys.
They don't. It factor.
At the end of the day, your stars got to show up in the playoffs. Okay? They got to be big. That's why they stars. That's their stage now, okay? Look, when I was coach, I used to tell them players, I said, all you players, all you good ones now, you need to show up. This is your game. This is your game now. You got, it's like basketball, right? Game 7 is like, okay, get out the way. We know who will get the ball. You know, you get the ball. I was back in Philly when we had Julius Erving and boys, right?
Yeah.
And so Philly, they had those guys, and the baseball team had Mike Smith, Gary Maddox, all of them. They went to the World Series. The Phillies basketball
Flyers,
team,
you had the Flyers.
All of us went to the championship game.
Balling out.
The whole city. And you watch the stars, man. You know, late inning, Mike Smith come to bat. You go, all right, he gonna probably get a home run. Pop, hit a home run, right? Julius Erving, they gave him the ball. And Mochiz would give him the ball, and Julius Erving go down there, and Barkley would knock guys out of the way, and here goes Doctor. And I'm like, hey, man, that's what stars do.
Yep.
The Dallas Cowboys, you look at their stars in playoff competition, guys, the numbers aren't good.
Nah, you're right. I've been saying, telling Smitty, man, overpaid under-deliverers. There's nothing worse as a coach to have to pay an under-deliverer. Like, I'm just saying, and that's in college, giving a scholarship to an under-deliverer. It's the same thing. Smitty's paying you some type of way. Now they're actually getting real money. But, Coach, as you I can't thank you enough, man. It's been legendary. I got to ask you one thing. Jaden Daniels and C.J. Stroud, 2 kids I got to see since they were youngsters. Now we're seeing, 2 of the best rookie years we maybe have ever seen by both guys. Are you seeing the next Elway Marino combination going at it? Marino kind of pocket guy. CJ not really going to run around. He'll ad-lib. But Jaden do both. Elway did both. I mean, these are 2 big arm, accurate guys. What are you seeing that?
Yeah, I see him continuing to get better.
Next 15 years?
Yeah, and the key is their offensive coordinator, Cliff Kingsbury. It was kind of ironic because Cliff Kingsbury was on my team with the Jets. He was like we got a bunch of quarterbacks hurt, and that's when I first met him. When I'm at Arizona State, Kingsbury is at Arizona. So he watched Jaden in college.
Right.
So this wasn't a hard pick for them.
Yeah.
When they decided to pick him. It's like, hey, man, because the gate called me and said, what do you think? I said, if he's sitting on the board, you better take this dude and don't even mess around. And they took him and obviously had a great year. And it'll be interesting, and you guys know this, your second year is always your hardest year in the NFL.
Yep.
Because sophomore year is always hard, man. Because of the expectations, that you put on yourself as a player. And I'm hoping Jaden doesn't do that, and I know what kind of kid he is. He's going to, but they got a good football team, and they're set for the next 10 years.
Let me ask you this real quick. Caleb Williams, do you feel like, I know his rookie year is it's a lot of ups and downs there. Are you a believer in Caleb Williams? You think he's going to bounce back?
I am. And I think the new coach is going to help him. Look, Ben Johnson, he's going to help him. He's been in the division. He knows the division. Caleb is he's going to be a good player, guys. And I told Bear fans, I said, man, don't give up on this quarterback. He's going to be okay now. He'll be fine. And I think this year with this offense that'll be resurrected and the way he plays, he going to be good.
Now, Coach, my last question, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm a big-time Lamar Jackson guy on this show. Me and JB, we go at it every single season.
Jackson.
Do you believe, in your heart of hearts, will Lamar Jackson get him a Super Bowl title before the end of his career? Your honest opinion.
Oh, boy.
Keep it real, Coach.
You know what? I pull for Lamar Jackson. I hope so. But here's the problem, man.
Say it.
Yeah.
I don't like the energy.
It used to be one team. It was the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But now you got the Buffalo Bills, man.
Cincinnati Burrow gonna get back. He's gonna be back.
Don't scratch your head. Don't scratch your head. Don't scratch your head.
You're right. But here's the problem with Cincinnati, and I'm knocking on wood for them.
Here we go.
They always get off to bad starts.
I know.
Try to tell JB that.
They get behind the 8 ball, man, and they play catch up. Hopefully, they don't get off to a bad start. It's going to be interesting to me. This is the one I want to see.
Say it.
Aaron Rodgers is with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Woo!
What's that going to look like?
DK Metcalf over there. They just got Jalen Ramsey. They got Darius Slay over there. They got some cats.
Interesting, man.
Hey, Coach, your guy Mike Tomlin, he don't fail too often. So I gotta believe in him right now. Like he's doing something. They get Jalen Ramsey over there. They get rid of me.
I get it. I mean, I'm hoping Aaron Rodgers, because of the way he played last year, he doesn't want to go out that way.
He don't.
He finds lightning in a bottle, and they get, because that's a tough division.
AFC North. I mean, it's between them and who would you say, JB? As far as the top two divisions,
AFC West and NFC North.
NFC North.
AFC West had 3 out of 4 teams make playoffs last year. Now you got Pete Carroll. Raiders are better,
and the Raiders going to be better.
Yeah, they'll be better. So I don't know.
Man.
Let me ask you this.
You play to win the game, man. So we'll see.
Coach, I got to ask you, Dion, your boy. I've known him a long time as well, and I go hard on these guys just because I'm just trying to get his fair critique. Everybody called me a hater. Shedeur Sanders, are you high on him? Higher than I am? Why did he drop? What do you expect from him going forward?
Well, I think he's going to win the job. I've known him since a little kid. All right, I know Dion, and I think the Dion factor, that bravado, that's why teams kind of went, we don't want this, right? Let's call it like it is. They didn't want that, but I didn't think he would drop that far.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But once they start falling, then it's just But I think that was all because of when he came, when you decided to draft him, you knew what you were going to get. And they didn't want all that attention, the organizations. They said, we don't want this. We don't want that. Now, hey, and people say, well, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. It matters this way, because the bonus you get when you're a first-round pick compared to a fifth-round pick, you never make up that money. So now, and he'll eventually, he'll be a starter and all that. Eventually, hopefully that really works out for him. But at the end of the day, man, it was like me being a free agent. I didn't get drafted.
Right.
That money I could have been drafted, okay. I never see that money. Not like it's a big deal, but people say, well, that ain't a big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, man. When you go from a first-round pick to a third-round pick or a fourth-round pick.
Especially at that age, right? Especially at that age.
He went fifth.
Yeah, he went fifth. Like, that's what I'm saying. He made more money in college.
Yeah.
Correct.
So let me ask you, are you saying starter day one, or he's going to earn the job as the season goes with it? Because you got OG Flacco there. He's probably in his last year, but
Kenny Pickett.
He's won it all. He's got his experience. I don't know.
Yeah, but I know this. If I was there and it's even, I'm playing the rookie. Because I always told players this when I was a coach. I said, let me tell you something, guys. Here's the deal. I used to tell the veterans this. I said, look, if it's even with you and a rookie, I'm going to play the rookie.
You almost have to, right?
Even, because all you have is experience.
That's it.
That's all you got. The only way you're going to get experience is play. So if you let it be even, don't let it be even, because I'm going to play the young guy. Because he's going to get better.
Yeah.
You can't get no better because you flatline now. But this rookie, only thing he don't have is experience. And that's what Dick Vermeil told me. He says, hey, man, you're a rookie. He says, you know what I got to do with you? I said, what, coach? I got to start you. He threw me out there. He said, you go play. I went and played.
Hey, tells me every day, hands-on experience beats book smart every day.
I tell you, man, play those young guys know the thing, JB. Put them young guys in the game, JB. So I love it.
I don't think he'll start, but I love Coach Edwards. So, hey, Coach, I love you, man. Appreciate
I love
you.
talking to you, Coach.
Appreciate you both, man.
Enough. Are you back in Cali or are you somewhere?
Yeah, we in Cali. We up in Northern Cali. We up in Carmel.
Okay.
I start that commute probably next month to Bristol.
Oh, gotcha. Getting ready for season.
Get ready for season.
I got it this summer. I'm gonna bring the yacht up north, man. I'm in Long Beach, LA, so I'm gonna drive up the coast to see you.
All right, give me a call, brother. I appreciate
you, Coach.
All right, Coach. Appreciate you, Coach. That's the legend, man. Clap him up, man. Herm Edwards, man. Another legend. Another box list, checkoff list right there from my list of just legends to talk to. That's dope. Man.
He's up there with Clint Eastwood in them.
Yeah.
Money.
Clint Eastwood.
Money.
Yeah. Good
movie.
By
Pebble Beach. You want to play golf?
I don't know how to play golf that good. But I go, though, and drink beers with you.
I don't drink beer.
When you go golf, you do.
Not beer.
Cause I know golf, you walk like you just walking around, you getting on the car.
I don't drink beer. I don't drink beer. I don't
like beer either.
It's still whiskey or tequila on the golf course on me.
You do drink the was it mango cart stuff?
Mango cart. I have every
kind of like beer adjacent.
Every like 2 years. Yeah.
Not 2 years, but yeah.
But mango cart's still a real beer though. It's not like a spritzer or whatever.
Spritzer, yeah. What is it? Is it a beer?
Nah, mango cart's beer. I mean, yeah.
My first time having it was at your house. I was like, this shit good as hell. What is it?
Budweiser on that. But if you drink enough of them, they're better than that shit Ruben drinks in a fucking skinny can. That Ultra shit.
That Michelob Ultra.
God damn, that's just like fucking piss.
The mango carts, they're a little feminine, but they're good though. Man, clap it up again, man. Herm Edwards, man. We bringing on the real brothers on the show too, not just OG brothers, man. I'm like, this show damn near getting big. We damn near growing. Shout out to Craig getting damn near big time guests. This show is damn near doing something right now, man. We damn near there.
Damn near.
Did you see that edit that Kevin the Trucker did yesterday when he kept track of how many times we said bitch? That's crazy.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I just retweeted.
We said it like 32 times. I said, damn.
I retweeted it for him. I didn't see it.
My wife was like, you guys are vulgar. I said, I'm sorry, baby.
WPF.
How many times do Coach JB and Big Smitty say B?
Bitch. Because you're a straight bitch. You sound like a bitch. So why are you still bitching like a bitch on this show, homie? Why don't you go to another show, bitch? I don't understand. Like, I'm tired of you bitches always bitching. Like, I'm trying to fucking figure it out. Little big man, bitch. How many times?
I think it was like 32. You said like 27 of them, and then at the end, I added like 5 at the end. So.
By the way, the thumbnail we didn't get into, but we're going to get into it. But Nick Saban's not a fan of your boy Shane Gillis either. Says a nobody.
Because Shane Gillis went at him. What I'm noticing is whoever Shane jokes at gets people, that person gets emotional. and they can't handle it.
That's the micro of you.
Okay.
See, because coaches and real ones really don't give a fuck about Shane Gillis and what he has to say, and he doesn't move our needle. He doesn't make us laugh at all.
I also don't remember what he said to Coach Saban. It must have been something
I think it was on game day or something.
He being disrespectful. Yeah, I remember something happening a while back. I just can't remember what the joke was.
We got the video of Nick actually saying, oh, by the way, I got our girl Lauren on the Whitlock show this morning. And she might pop on our show right after. I
come on our show, yeah.
I know. I hooked her up with Whitlock. He asked me, again, people watching our shit. So I hooked her up. Man.
Lauren, look, hold on, time out though. Let's be real. We were the first show. Let's call what it is, and she would admit it. That went and said, "Hey, let's get her." Because
you know she thanked me. She thanked me. You know what else she was on recently?
On your boy's show,
Academics.
Who he's annoying sometimes, but he has a huge platform.
I don't know who he is.
Huge platform.
No, nobody to me.
He's a hip hop vlogger, real big. He has a big fandom, big time following. So to get on that platform for her is huge. And I told her congratulations on that. But the point is, we were seeing her on Twitter, months ago. I'm like, hey, we gotta get her on. And now everybody getting, which is cool. I'm happy for her. I'm just saying, don't forget.
But what do we know? But she's a real one. She's like,
she's amazing.
She's like, I want to come on, JB. I want to come on. Thanks for getting me on Whitlock. I'm gonna come on. And I don't know if the verdict's totally in yet. It looks like I'm hearing rumors that it is. Maybe she hit me up last night. We were talking on the phone about. She said it's exhausting, craziness that's going on. It's craziness. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, damn. She's like,
she come on whenever she want to come on.
Yeah, so maybe as she ends, because she's going to go on Whitlock at 8, I think. But I think the jury has reached a verdict.
She probably come on our show first, low key. Come on at 7:30. Then go to Whitlock at 8.
Yeah.
Break the news on our show first.
So it has the verdict come out? I want to make sure if we break it live right now, has it come out?
I don't know.
As of 4 minutes ago, prosecutors put on 34 minutes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it has on me. Better look it up. I believe it is.
Well, if she's free, she can come on. We ain't got to go on no break right now. As long as I go on break before 8:30, I'm cool. Move my car.
I'm going to ask her, come on and break that motherfucker.
Break it on our show, you know what I mean? And then we'll have players cut it immediately. Bailey will screen record it, put it on YouTube immediately.
Yeah. But look what Saban has to say about
June. I think you got introduced to Shane Gillis maybe at Notre Dame there, college football playoff. I feel like you thought he was actually taking a shot at your integrity, so you defended yourself. Have you done any more research on Shane, and have you chatted with him or got a chance to catch up with him since then?
Not at all. Not at all. I understand he's a comedian. Obviously, he's much more intimidated by J.J. Watt than he was by me, which is understandable. And I guess you got to live with it.
Smitty, we'll dive into that later, but by his tone, he don't give a fuck about this change.
He said not at all.
And by the way, I love the comment section that defend this Shane Gillis guy, and they continue to tell me he's not woke, and he did an Asian joke and got canceled on Saturday Night Live. What the fuck does that got to do with the price of tea in China? His number one sponsor is fucking a transgender weirdo fuck, Bud Light. He's hosting the ESPYs owned by Disney. Miss me with your bullshit, homie. Miss me with your bullshit. Stilly the Boss, how did he roast me, gang?
That don't mean you woke.
He called me a wigger? That's roasting me? Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. You're a nobody. That's why you like Shane Gillis, you fucking nobody. You don't even know what comedy is. But anyway.
How did he roast me, gang?
Yeah, gang.
Gang.
I hate that shit. Hey, gang.
What's good, gang?
Anyway, we'll be back in about 4 minutes. We'll dive more into that as well. Plus, a lot of other things going on, Smitty. We got a lot going on. Shout out to Herm Edwards popping on. We're going to talk Nick Saban, Shane Gillis. Plus, we're going to dive into this Leah Thomas thing. Finally showing some common sense and stripping theirs, them, medal. We'll dive into that in about 4 minutes. Pun the like. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
Brian was seen wearing, as some people would call it, a feminine outfit as he got drafted by San Antonio Spurs. We got the video right here.
Some people or who?
I got to see it. I haven't even seen it yet. This is all brand new to me.
Seen it?
No.
Draft outfit.
Got
I had absolutely nothing to do with it. It was all my mom and my sisters. I tried to make one recommendation and it got vetoed, and it was only the color. But I'm grateful because it came out amazing. We have the Elia here. It's a tattoo I have on my wrist, matching with my mom. My mom's is in my handwriting, and this is in her handwriting, and I have it right here as well. I have the I Love You for Infinity. It's a family tattoo. I'm very involved in the deaf community. My grandmother's deaf, was a principal at the California School for the Deaf. And then I also have LKF on the back of it. And that's something from my dad and my father's side of the family. It means lay low, keep firing.
He's the deaf guy. I heard about that story. I want to say, is his mom a teacher in the deaf community? It was something where he grew up where his mom and parents would like make them learn sign language, stuff like that. So I know that's a big passion of his. That part of it is dope. But we're talking about just the outfit itself. Very feminine. Very feminine, very tight, very. I would never wear that in my life. You know. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I see you over there biting your fingers. You losing it right now.
You wouldn't what?
I never wear that, homie. And by the way, I don't know if this is connected to it or not, but I'm going to say this. Jared McCain, we know the rookie this past year, he came with his nails painted as well to support the rookies in the draft, by the way. So I know that's like one of your favorite players, JB. He came there, supported, all painted out. You know, he got his own nail paint line. You know what I'm saying? He got that rookie red. You know what I mean? He got all the different little, you know, he got that Beijing blue. You know, he got all the different colors and stuff like that. So that Pikachu pink, Pikachu yellow, whatever it's called. So, you know, a little different design right there. Dalmatian design, have the dots, real unique. So, it's what's your take on all this shit, man?
So there's a school here. He's from Riverside, California.
Yeah.
There's a school here called the Riverside School of Deaf. Plays football. They how they take a snap, Smitty, is they hit a bell. They hit a big ass like boom, a bong like Bailey plays in the back. They hit that bong for the snap count. Right there. Mm-hmm. So have you ever been to Riverside School of the Deaf? Now, then he went to Corona Centennial, powerhouse football program. Pretty good in basketball as well. A lot of famous athletes came out of there. Vontae Burfict, a lot of different guys. Martinez, quarterback, Nebraska. A lot of different guys. But anyway, I believe he also went to Fountain Valley. So this kid transferred around, by the way. I don't know. He mentioned about he mentioned all those things. We forget all about I didn't hear anything he mentioned because he said something about sign language. And I get all that. So I don't know. Did the dad miss out on the sign language part of his maturation process, or did he forget that part? Did he not say, "You are gay, don't be gay" in the household? I don't understand what's going on here. Why are we missing the fact that that's the real active part? Again, back to the father, Dwayne Wade. We're going back to that again. First of all, I got to ask a couple scenario questions, Smitty. Case one, scenario one. Does he have his nails painted?
Not sure. I don't think so.
Does he have albino fingernail tips?
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
See the first human with albino fingertips?
No, I see it now.
So his nails are painted. Does he have lipstick on, Smitty? Can I ask that question?
He got makeup on for sure. I don't know.
He has makeup on.
Well, hold on real quick. In the TV world, you know how it is. People on TV get like makeup. Everybody on TV get makeup.
Not draft picks, homie.
Yeah, I don't know about draft picks.
He's not going on ESPN.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But fuck all the makeup. Does he have lipstick on?
He said fuck the you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to say it.
I've been on Speak Smitty. I've been on a lot of TV shows.
You know how it works. I give you a little touch up.
Netflix had to do shit to me. I get it.
Yeah, a little touch up. Yeah.
I have a specific question. Does he have lipstick on?
You know what, Jason? It looks like he does. But I can't confirm though, because I don't know this cat. Maybe he's got real pink lips. I don't know.
I know after the show airs today, I'm gonna get heat because I got people got to hit me up from Riverside, and I know JB. You don't know, I know him. I grew up with him. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Hooper too.
I don't give a fuck if you know him or he could be the best hooper in the world, but at the end of the day, he won't make it. Oh.
No.
Thank you, Chris. I was going there. That's my third topic. The necklace, Smitty. I don't think that's a male's necklace. Chris confirmed she thinks it's a woman's necklace. I was about to ask that question because I've never seen a man wear that necklace. I'm just confused. And then the earrings. Are those men's earrings that are normal? That's surely looks like what the AE was wearing the other day on the boat. That does not look like a man's earring to me. I don't know. I don't know if it is, Smitty. I'm just asking questions at this point because we don't know. I'm very confused by this young man or what. Yeah, I'm going to go young man. This young man's the attire leaving the home, thinking that this was going to be the outfit to wear on national television as I get drafted to the NBA. The NBA, not WNBA. It looks like Brittany Griner getting drafted in the WNBA. I'm going to be real. Doesn't it look like a WNBA draft? Like, seriously, that's what Caitlin Clark wears into the arena. Like, I'm trying to figure out when this has become normalized. But Smitty, to lead the show off, you said it's not an epidemic. We sure see it a lot more often, don't we? It sure is becoming an epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. You can't be fucked up. So I got to tell little Joey out there at the park. You look up to this motherfucker right here. This motherfucker is legit. We are in the building. We are back. Charges are being read. The verdict's being read in the P. Diddy trial. Count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution was found guilty. Count 5, transportation to engage in prostitution was guilty. He was not guilty of 1, racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking by force. And he was found not guilty of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. It's going to be interesting that because I'm still hearing from some lawyers in Lauren, there is still part of the RICO out there on the transportation to engage. Apparently is part of the RICO. I'm curious to see if that's going to be stuck to him or not. If that's still part of the RICO or not. Curious to see if Lauren can hop on or see if I can get my attorney on. But I'm seeing a lot of attorneys talk right now that the 2 RICO charges have been dropped, but there's still part of a RICO out there that can still fuck with them. So we're going to see. They're still reading the verdict as we speak. All are in, though, Smitty, apparently. So we'll see, homie.
Man, we shall see, man. But
did he damn near beat the case or did he damn near get fucked?
It sounded like he damn near beat it. It sounds like they're gonna put an ankle monitor on him and make him, stay at the crib for a year. But
that's
fine. He got matches and shit. So staying at your crib ain't the bad thing. He got pools, all type of shit. So I think he damn near beat it. I mean, if you're not getting the RICO, he cool. That's the main thing. You get the RICO, you're fucked. You don't get the RICO, you cool. So
I think he's still getting hit with a RICO, dog.
You think so, homie?
At least part of it is what I'm reading. I don't know. You get hit with part of a RICO, you damn near beat a RICO, or you get fucked.
Nah, like a RICO is so bad to where if you get hit with part of it, you got hit.
If he beats it and gets it done, and he beat the main part of this, would it look like he could? You think he'll get like offed?
Nah, he gonna throw a party tonight.
No, what I'm saying, you think he'll get offed by some like one day? Damn, like and then we're gonna be like, damn, who got him? Like, you think something like that's cracking?
I'm never gonna predict the demise and death of any individual, so I hope not. And we just, that's
not even your worst. Not even your worst. Like,
I don't have any worst enemies.
No, like let's just say something horrible. No, I'm not gonna put that, but I'm just saying like some
I'll put that out there.
Like just a horrible human being, a trafficker or a cat that touches little boys or girls. Like, I could care less about them, homie.
Yeah, I don't care about it, but I'm saying I'm not going to like predict that, hey, this guy's going to get killed in 3 years. I'm not going to put that on tape.
Will LeBron be at his first B. Diddy party?
B. Diddy?
His new Diddy party. Will he be at him? LeBron be at it?
I don't think so.
Anyway,
I think a lot of mainstream guys will not be there.
A lot of what?
The mainstream cats will not be there.
They won't show up now. Now they're gonna stay away.
All of the dependents of Diddy will be there.
His who?
Dependents. People who
people
who he paid, people who live off of him, they'll be there. They ain't got no choice.
You think Johnson & Johnson will be there? The baby oil company?
They need to be. They had a spike in sales.
They had to. There's no way, right? Had to. I want to see what the spike is. Can't wait to see that. But anyway, Smitty, I want to get right into it real quick though. The Liam or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's cooked. They took his medals. They took his awards. They finally realized he was a man. It took 4 years to figure out he was born with a dick. So this guy has a dick, and now they found out that he was born with a dick. Is that what you're telling me? So it takes 4 years to get back to normalcy or just back to ground zero? This shit's crazy. The slap in the face of it all, though, is the Department of Education coming out and reading a fucking basically saying, I'm going to send a letter to every female that we fucked over. That's basically what, in layman's terms, in Ebonics, every girl that got fucked over, we're going to send you a personal letter.
My bad.
Exactly. Look at this.
University
What
will
up?
be sending a personal apology to every female athlete who was forced to compete against a man.
That's Linda McMahon, I think. That's Vince McMahon's wife.
It is. I would have got up there and been like, before I say something harsh, 3 counts found not guilty, 2 guilty.
For Diddy?
Yeah, it's over. 2 guilty, 3 counts not guilty.
So what does that mean?
I think he's going to get a slap. I don't know what he'll get.
That's literally what you said.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to get, but
you already said that, though.
Huh?
You already said that.
How much time? I want to know what the time is.
That's what I want to know. That's why I need Lauren. Come on and tell us. Like, what?
I think he's
what
getting time. He's still getting time, though.
I don't know. It might be time served. He might be good, and he might just be on house arrest for the rest of the time.
I'm seeing 8 to 12 years is like the minimum. I don't know. 10 to 15 years, Jay Earn says. I know he covers all things black, so I know he knows. So I'm sure that he covers it. Not really. Pro-black, homie.
It's time served. Thank you. Thank you, 203 Grinch. Thank you, Drew Smooth. Thank you. Everybody saying he won.
Do you guys know what time served means? Has anybody
that just means the time you've been already put away, they'll put that towards your case. It don't mean you're not going to jail. It just means that they're going to take that out of your total. Yeah.
Yeah. Has anybody in the chat been in jail? Because I actually served 18 months. Time served. He's been in jail for fucking 6 months. You act like he's been in jail for 6 years, you fucking idiots. He's been in jail for 6 months. He ain't getting no goddamn time served towards 15 years, you fucking retards.
He's not going in. They gonna put
some of you motherfuckers are stupid as
they gonna put them on what you call it.
Damn.
What's it called? Where you can't do nothing for like 5-10 years.
You gotta act like the motherfucker's been in jail for like 20 years already. God damn, homie.
They put him on 10 years of probation, homie. That's all they gonna do. 10 years of probation. He can't get in trouble no more. He gonna go on ankle monitor for the next.
Basically, you're saying he's a freak. You're saying he's a freak.
Yeah, and I think he's probably a bad person, like morally. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think a lot of the stuff that they was coming out with that we were hearing was just all just freaky stories. And like
I'm a freak. I like freaky shit. Like to a, not weird shit. I think there's a difference between freaky and weird. Like if you say cock over me and shit on my stomach.
What type of time you on right now, homie?
Like if you cock over me and shit on my stomach, if the bitch tells me that, that's weird. I'm not doing that. Like Biggie Small said. Like after I shits on the bitch though, I move on. That's weird. I'm not doing that.
Just for the chat's sake, just so like the fans can know, the women, when you say you a freak, like what are you talking about? Like define that. Like are you like what you
freak
into?
Is like AE.
I don't know.
I know, but I'm saying AE because when you get older, AE. AE, that's fire. There's nothing better. So like you get AE and all that shit. Like that's the thing. You get your ass ate, homie. Is real shit.
Is that? Now, but like be real. Is that kind of
weird?
Hey, may they to an extent? Be real though. Like no bias. Just be real though. Like a grown ass man leaning back, holding their ankles up, so a woman can eat their butt. It's not a little hey may they? Like all bias aside.
She playing with the balls too. No.
Okay, I'm just asking. I think some people make it feel that hey may they.
The only people that think it's gay are gay.
Okay.
I'm just being real. Only people that thinks a man getting his ass ate by a girl is gay. Like, let's just be real.
I guess here's my thing. I'm not saying it wouldn't feel good. I'm like everybody know. People always say that the male G spot is in they butthole. I'm just saying that I'm okay without finding that out. Like there's certain things like God told Adam and Eve to leave that tree alone.
No.
It's certain things that we shouldn't even be privy to. I shouldn't even know that. I shouldn't even know about that. So that's as a man, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
You'll grow up one day.
What there's only one way, or there's only a couple ways that you can even allow that to go down. You either on all fours, bent over, you're on your back, holding your legs up, spread eagle. All of these are positions that a grown man should not be in. Taught that Trail said, Coach JB told us in high school, that stuff feel better than head. I'm still trying to convince my wife to let me see what that be like.
You convincing your wife? I convinced a hood rat on a first meeting.
That's easier to do that though. Because it's a hood rat who just nasty, freaky, just happy to be with JB on Netflix. Like that's just different. Your wife, you got respect for your wife, so it's different, homie. You got respect. You're not doing certain things. Are you kissing that woman in the mouth as she didn't ate your nasty butt?
Smitty, you're missing my point. I'm not marrying you if you ain't licked the ass already.
So that's
what are we talking about, homie? What do you mean?
Hold on. Hey, clip this off, Perry. We're going to start right
no. I ain't marrying you if you ain't licked the ass.
So what are your prerequisites? One of your prerequisites to getting in a relationship with a woman is they got to eat your ass. And you got to make sure it's good.
Yeah, do a prerequisite. Go ahead. Ask a question. What now?
So that's like a freshman course. It's like algebra 101. You got to eat JB's ass before you can pass.
Yeah, like you gotta I gotta know you all in, like literally all in on all the shit, homie. Yeah, I got to know you. Down, you freak. Woo, 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 bam. Yeah. Anyway, we'll do that Friday. Oh, Friday there's no show, so guess what? All week's been a free game because
you be moaning and shit while they be eating your ass, homie.
Just kind of like,
Oh.
like you don't want to be a bitch like moaning, like, but you know that deep, like man, what? Like,
yeah, girl.
Get that motherfucker.
I'm fucking you sitting there with his leg and
Get the balls, bitch.
Oh, I'm almost there. Don't stop.
Yeah, boss. Like, how do you know? I bet you if you heard the people in this chat, like their sexual like sounds, it'd be the most embarrassing thing of. Is that the most embarrassing thing?
Right, all ladies call in right now and just do an audio and give your sound real quick. You know, we'll do it for the show.
We already got Gawk.
Yeah, we got hers on lock. We know her sound.
That's why it's called the Gawk.
What's the new? She made a new sound though, like months later.
Locker.
We still got that one. If not, don't worry about it, baby. But I remember she made a new sound like months later.
You know what the problem is? I'd be trying to tell people. I don't think they've grasped the concept. When you avoid the conversation and act like you guys call it zesty, no, that's you are the zesty one. Okay. Avoiding it.
Okay.
Your young generation don't know because you're so scared of the gay term because it's thrown out there so much because we got the Leah Thomases and we got all this shit that's weird out there going on. Fingernails by professional fucking basketball players and football players. So you so worried about like being like, oh man, they found me out. like Silly the Boss is like, he's full gay, but he doesn't want to come out and admit it. So he's like, oh, they found me out. That's zesty, JB. You suspect. Nah, I'm telling you, I like a bitch to eat my motherfucking asshole out. Straight up. What the fuck you talking about, homie? That's some grown man ass shit. You're going to find that shit out too real quick one day. And you're going to be like, damn. When you make that fucking, you're going to be like, damn, JB, he was right.
Why you saying it with so much confidence? You said that with a little pep to yourself.
Yeah, because these gay motherfuckers are scared they so gay, they actually like a dick in their shit instead of a girl's tongue. And they just don't want to say it. That's the problem. That's why these motherfucking generations so fucked up, homie.
She ain't putting her fingers in there, is she?
Rub it while she licking it.
Jason.
Smitty, you know, like Smitty, you ain't never had no like, yeah, you know what it is. So you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Why you fronting?
I know what we do to the women. I know when you hit it from the back and you put that finger out there. I didn't know the same move was done applied to us, to the man. I've never got my butt ate before, so I don't know the rules.
Yeah. She know if she know what to do, she know what to do. Now don't put your finger in my shit though, like especially no nail. Don't
it might slip though. It might slip in though.
Don't jam me up, bitch. I ain't know that's gay. Don't fucking put nothing in my shit on me.
There's a thin line between getting your butt ate and being hey. Is what you just told me.
There's a thin line. There's a thin line between fucking some pussy and fucking some ass when you're young too. And you don't realize. You don't know. Ow.
Small gap of separation.
Bitch goes ow. What? You're young. Fucking jabbed her ass. You didn't know. You're 15.
That's why. Here's the trick, fellas. Start rub your pipe on the clit. Go down, and it'll just slip in.
Not doggy. You rub yourself.
No, I'm talking missionary.
I don't start missionary. I start ass up, face down, straight out the gate.
Because you don't mess with girls who you actually care about. Missionary is like a real intimate, like.
Yeah, I don't even want to see the bitch face.
That shit deep though. That shit like missionary slept on. Missionary,
it is.
For real though, it's real. Like actually, I didn't have some of my best performances in missionary. The missionary be fire down there.
Does your wife know about the best performances?
I'm talking about with her.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
Don't ask that. Hit that like button, y'all subscribe. We ain't,
Shout out to Herm Edwards. Shout out to Herm Edwards. We go from professional, hell of a ridiculous show to like the real show. Like people can't get this show nowhere. That's what I don't understand. Why cats don't understand and pound the like button.
Right. It's so simple to just hit it.
Like I don't understand. You get a Herm Edwards and then Michael Cooper, then Byron Scott, and the Chief, and then all the other great legendary guys. And then you get AE.
Right.
Like, where are you getting that at?
Right.
Not on McAfee. No shot. Not shout out to McAfee. It's a bigger show. But he ain't talking about this. You ain't getting this on Gilbert Arenas' show. You ain't getting it on all of our friends. Cam Newton's show. You're not getting this.
He's all our people.
You're not getting none of this. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
Jazz, she loved missionary. She said, "Yes, Lord." Feet touching the headboard. It's like how she just said it in her voice.
Say her. What's her voice?
She said, "Yes, Lord." Feet touching the headboard. She's talking about missionary. Like, so when she do missionary, Jazz likes to hold her own ankles and do this. So it's easier for the dude to just get in that plank and just do your thing. That plank a bad motherfucker, boy, but it's hard to stay in that plank for too long. You gotta be in shape to be in that plank.
The best position, though.
Say it.
Is elbows to knees, all the way up. And I be telling the bitch, get your fucking knees up, bitch. Like, get your legs all the way. I want the bitch to be in. I can put you in a suitcase and carry your motherfucking ass on the airplane, bitch. I want your motherfucking ass. I want that bitch all the way up.
Tornado drill.
and then give me your motherfucking hand. I hold your wrists, both of your motherfucking hands behind your back too.
Tied up.
I'm arresting your bitch ass. Get your motherfucking ass on.
Other hand on her neck.
And then I just on the fucking I'll put my foot on the back of her head.
My feet's on her head and shit.
So
He got the one.
They like that shit. They like that shit. Push it harder.
One position that slept on though, so it's from the back, but it's like she's laying down like on her stomach. Like you might put a little pillow underneath her stomach, just kind of keep it propped up, but she's not like up. She's laying down. So now you're planked over her, but the angle that you hidden in is crazy, and her ass cheeks are together. So it's more of like I can't explain it. It's a different feel.
Yeah, the other same other one is this she on her side in the same exact shit I just described, but on her side.
The side is a motherfucker.
And then you lift that leg up, or you put the leg up. You put one leg up and one leg straight.
Because a lot of times you hit it from the back and then it turns to the side. Like you hit it in the back, you just turn to the side, and that side is a because the different ways you hit it, the different feels from each little you dig.
And I straight fuck. I did not go straight to the ass from the side.
Just take it out and go right in.
Like I'd prep her, but yeah, the best ass fucking is on the side.
Do your women wear butt plugs all throughout the day if they know they come to your house and they know you about to okay?
It's funny though. Bitches be lying.
They be lying.
I mean, real 49 years. I've had a lot of pussy. They lie to you.
How much?
Because I'm just telling you right now, I fuck a lot of bitches in the ass with nothing. No lube. Yeah. And they talk all that shit like they tell me straight up, put in that. The bitches, you nasty, you dirty motherfucker, you fuck ass. You've had your ass tore up. And you lie to men. You better have some lube. Now I've had ones that don't want it, like that's tight.
Yeah. Oh.
Nah, bitch, you guys fucking ass. Stop lying to men. Because if I stick my dick right in your shit,
and it's like easy, and it's like a no-brainer. That means
I ain't just ever just like pussy, but at the same time, if you got that problem, you got a problem, ladies.
you got a hemorrhoid. That's the problem. You doing that?
You should like most bitches. Like, the ones that you just spit on that motherfucker and put it in, and then it's ready to go.
How do we get here, Hobie? I don't know how we got to this point.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened to get to this point. But Shaq going crazy too. Look at John Fella. Smitty, that one is my favorite. Like, he getting hyped off this. Like the chat is hyped off this early in the morning at work. Preach, Smitty,
at work. Ruben got to put his earphone here. He putting a needle in the fucking old lady right now. Jabbed the shit out of her. Killed her. Let's move on to.
We got the other homie. He in class right now teaching.
I'm not a 69 guy. I hate 69. I think it's
very overrated. It's very overrated.
It's dumb. Take all the feeling away from me.
And it's like there's no focus on either way. You know, there's no.
Focus. Take all the feeling away from me.
Yeah, it's something that you just do to say you did it before, just to check it off. But it ain't really like.
Last time I did 69, I think I was like 9th grade.
Yeah, it's just like it just is what it is.
Yeah,
like,
it's underrated, overrated. Yeah. I mean,
I don't mind a girl sitting on my face though, but yeah.
Can we do what's happening, Bailey, right out the gate?
Let's do it right now, Bailey, right out the gate.
Because I want to go right into since we're talking about that weirdo shit. I want to go right into this weirdo shit. Take a look at this motherfucker, Smitty. Right up your alley.
My alley? What is this? How is up my alley? What alley is this?
That's that motherfucker, remember?
This is kind of scary, bro. Oh, shoot. I've got to chill. I can't look at serious.
This motherfucker said, this motherfucker, Smitty, really came out in What's Happening Now and said, Pride Month's over, but our politics are 365 days a year. He mad that he has 288 days of pride.
That's kind of scary, bro. Like, can you take that off in a minute? Like, that's kind of, ooh, shit.
What? What's wrong?
That's like Jeepers Creepers or some shit.
But guess what he said? I can't say the word, but he said.
Okay.
He said drag queens, Smitty, just so we're clear. Drag queen sticks it to President Trump.
Oh.
Says it's better to be a flag without the L than a fascist.
They both bad.
And by the way, he was at the Denver Pride parade. Smitty, I'm just telling you right now, there is a pandemic in the country, and it's called weirdo, liberal, far left, weirdo fucks, because they're all this guy. For some reason, I don't know why. They're all this guy, and there's a real problem. They need to bring,
chills. I'm like, I can't even.
Yeah, they need to bring insane asylums back. Insane asylums need to come back. Because if you just saw that walking down the street, like, seriously, come on, homie. Like, you're mentally fucked, right? That's the first thing in your mind, right?
You look like a damn shit off of Planet ERF. Not even Planet ERF. He likes shit off of like Lord of the Rings, Star Trek.
But here, the irony, though, Smitty. Let's be real.
Like he walked like that.
But can we talk about the brass tacks of it?
What's the brass tacks?
This is not the part that scares me. This weirdo fuck.
I know what he gonna say.
The weirdo fuck. The problem that scares me is all those weirdo fucks in the crowd, homie. Is that not the scarier part? That they actually believe this shit? This gay agenda is being fucking sold out in arenas near you? That's
this ain't even like just gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you always thought this ain't all right, whatever. If you a girl, you like girls, you lesbian, okay, you like dudes, whatever. This is different. Like, to your earlier point, this feels like a mental issue when you're to the point where you're.
What it is, Smitty. That's what it is.
The makeup and the hair and then the dressing and it's like.
What's the difference when a presidential candidate's bringing them on stage to promote their presidency?
No, I hear you. I'm with you. You know Roxanne. Yeah, I ain't never argued with you on that. I'm just saying
though, it's a weird fucking. Now you talk about this ain't the hill you want to fall down, JB. When you talk about Shane Gillis. No, but you want to fall on this hill, right? You fucking weirdos. Like, come on, homie. Make it make sense. Seriously, there's a real problem in America, and I don't know why insane asylums went away. We need to bring them back, though, and I know a lot of people say it jokingly. I'm being fucking dead-ass serious. They need to be brought back, homie. There's a literal mental health issue in this world, and it's all these weirdo fucks right here. Like, you take out that just right there, you're helping. Just take that thing out. Just a drone strike.
Well, I ain't gonna say all that. Darnell is not saying that, not agreeing with killing anybody. I'm just saying that this is not normal, though. This is not normal, is all I'm saying. And we gotta stop making it seem like it's just normal. Everything's not okay, y'all. There's certain things where it's okay to just call out. It's okay to bring back shame. It's okay to say when things is not
bullying,
right? Like,
bullying.
Just say it. Like, it's okay to be like, all right, that's weird.
Did you say bring bullying back?
Bring back realness.
Say it. Change up the narrative of
bring back realness. There's certain things that you got to be real. When I grew up, we was like, hey, that's some weird shit, bro. Like, hey, what you on, bro? Like, we didn't call you out, even when I grew up. So I'm like, all right, stop normalizing everything, y'all. And stop calling people, racist, sexist, whatever little words you want to use with an IST at the end to try to judge them for calling out just obvious shit that's wrong. Like, it's what it is. And a drone strike is kind of crazy.
You can't say that. I mean, I didn't say it. You can't say
I'm gonna say a drone strike.
You can't say that though. But really,
as much as I think that's crazy, a drone strike is Bailey. A drone strike.
You gotta stop saying it.
It's crazy, homie. Bailey hate admitting when he know I'll be right because he usually agree with you, but he know I'll be right sometimes. This is crazy. That's crazy, homie. What fucking said? He said, if we just took this motherfucker out right now and set the drone straight, we'd be better off.
I didn't realize I said it, homie, but I was fucking standing on it too. I
just read the comment. Oh, it's too late now.
I stand by it like a motherfucker too, homie.
You might have to add that piece out after.
Goddamn, I stand by it too like a motherfucker.
You said it so like natural. Though. It came out so natural.
Yeah. Just as like you can't fake that.
Like you ain't even playing for it. Like no producing.
Like, I just saw I saw him wrote it in the chat and I posted it and I'm like, damn, it is funny.
Like you really believe that? Like it came from your heart.
Funny. I thought it was hilarious. I think that's funnier than anything Shane Gillis has ever done. By the way, not even trying. By the way, keep it real. That's funnier than anything that Cat has ever done.
I want to get Shane Gillis on the show, but you keep going at him. I don't know if it's going to happen.
You and I did the Asian thing the other day with the Nephilim, and that was funnier than anything that Cat has ever done. Anything. It's funnier than anything Shane Gillis ever did. And we're just talking sports heads, former coaches, player. Cat at Fox, former Cat that you know from Netflix. We're not even comedians.
Shane Gillis is like your new go-to guy now. Like everything Shane Gillis now.
But here's this is like these weirdo fucks that need the drone strike. This same Cat, Smitty, are the cats defending that Cat don't grasp the concept that we're not comedians. Right. We don't prep, we don't try, we don't do anything. These motherfuckers are writing material to not be funny.
I make people laugh every single day.
And these guys in the chat think he's funny. They like him. That's the crazy part. The same people in the chat love Mina Kimes talking cover two. The same people in the chat talking about these weirdo fucks in Denver. The same people in the chat defending Don Staley coaching grown men in the NBA. The same weirdo fucks defending the dick cutting off of little boys in elementary school. The same weirdo fucks that like Shane Gillis rocking a Bud Light, hosting the ESPYs owned by Disney. The irony is a motherfucker. But anyway.
All this is not connected. You went like almost a month and a half without mentioning Mina's name, boy. I was so proud of you. It was a long time without saying her name. I was so proud. And now you're back. You're starting a new streak. Yep. Damn. I blame the chat for even saying her name because they went back to your brain. Because I almost there a couple seconds ago when I said Shane Gillis is your new, I'm about to say your new Mina Kimes, but I stopped and said just your new person, your go-to person. But then somebody in the chat said Mina, it triggers your brain, and then you went back to Mina Kimes.
D Jones said there was a Mina Kimes dead period.
It was. I was proud.
You know, dead period like recruiting.
Yeah, I know you had a little 2-week, little period, a little 1 week period in the summer, right before camp.
So let's see here. It's not talking about time yet, but
okay,
it's just talking about. I'm trying to see if.
I'm trying to look at my TV as well. I'm trying to see.
Let's see if Lauren. Let's see what Lauren talking about.
Let's see what Lauren talking about right now. Okay.
I got a personal message that said, "Coach, be careful when you talk Caitlin Clark. For some reason, if you notice, there's been hundreds of accounts banned on Twitter if they mention or say anything about Caitlin Clark." And they sent me a shitload of thing. Oh, now, come on, homie. That's not. Let me read you this text and you tell me why it was banned, Smitty. See, this is a problem. This is what people do, Smitty. The caption is this: JB, be careful about talking about Caitlin Clark on Twitter. They'll ban your account. Look at all these hundreds of accounts. Now, let me read you the tweet, and you tell me why they got banned. Caitlin Clark is a legend. I'd eat her pussy after a game. I want to be able to taste the juices of greatness.
Well, that's all I say. Context matters.
But the caption's crazy. Don't mention Caitlin Clark, JB, you'll get banned.
Yeah, like, it don't matter what you say about it, they will ban you. Look what I said. That's all I said. I got banned. Come on, homie.
So there's hundreds of Twitter accounts that have been banned because you've all said that same weirdo shit about her. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to be real. You sure you're eating pussy if you go down on her?
Shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark is actually, she was hurt, so she was out, but we beat the Minnesota Lynx yesterday, man, and won our first Commissioner Cup, man, in-season tournament. They were turning up like it was the NBA Finals, but I like it because they're showing a real camaraderie, real team. They won without Caitlin Clark, which is huge, man. They really came together.
They got an in-season tournament too?
Yeah, yep. And it was huge. First one we ever won. Shout out to Leah Boston being the leader of that team. Shout out to just the whole squad, man. You know what I mean? Just doing their thing. Lexi Hall, just the whole squad, man. Really balling out. That's big. And, you know, All-Star Weekend's right around the corner. So, like, that's the way you want to kind of go into – you want to go into All-Star Weekend with a little bit of, you know, momentum going. Because after we know All-Stars, when things really get to the nitty-gritty. So, shout out to the Fever. And it's only up from now, man.
I don't think anybody gives a fuck about an in-season tournament for the WNBA. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm just being honest. And they won without her. That tells you more and more what I'm saying. Shit. Two things can be true. Is she a bust? Do they need her? Anyway.
Weak ass laugh.
Smitty, it's time to do some breakdown because my Kings.
Ooh, wee. Say it. Go ahead and say it.
My Kings made a splash.
They did make a splash, man. Corey Perry, man, signed a 1 year, $3.5 million contract with our LA Kings, man, yesterday, man. 40-year-old forward, you know, who had become an unrestricted free agent. You know, he had 30 points. 19 goals, 11 assists, and 81 in regular season games for the Edmonton Oilers last season. You know what I'm saying? 14 points in 22 Stanley Cup playoff games. So he's seasoned. He's a veteran. Been in big-time games. Played in a lot of big-time moments. Great leader that we're bringing to the team. He helped the Oilers reach the Stanley Cup final the past 2 seasons. And Perry has played in the Cup final 5 of the past 6 seasons, but unfortunately has lost each time. But this guy right here, man, we're adding a true leader, a veteran, a guy who knows how to get there. And this is a guy that I think can really help this team get over the top. Because I really felt like we had a squad this year that should have went further. We had a couple of mishaps in the big time games that kind of shifted the momentum away from us. But Corey Perry, man, I saw this signing last night, JB, man, and I just perked up, just got excited, man, for this next season. And I already can't wait, man. LA is always making big time moves and finding ways to get better. I'm saying it right now. LA Kings don't win it all.
Is she fine in a motherfucker though? Huh?
I ain't say nothing. Who you talking about?
Nah, Bailey could show it. I wrote a tweet this morning to somebody that disagreed with my Don Staley take.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll read it to you so you don't have to read it. Basically, I said, you sound gay, retarded, and ignorant. So an assistant under Popovich is same as head coaching, ? So the youth football coach that went undefeated last year, he should also be able to coach the Cowboys this year then, according to your logic. So coaching is coaching because they have the same schematics, according to him. So anyway, so I said a woman walking in a man's locker room to build some relationship is so easy, right? And then I asked him, have you ever coached, homie? I said, you internet clowns are fucking stupid and embarrassing. So anyway, a female responded just now. And she pretty bad. Like, she bad. Sister.
And she got an OnlyFans too.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
You do.
The one that responded?
Yeah. Do your homework, homie.
How you know that so fast?
Because I'm quick with it, homie. We young. See, young folk, we smarter than y'all when it comes to technology. You say we don't know nothing.
If I'd have known that, hold on, homie. If I'd have known that, the irony is unfucking believable, ain't it?
That don't mean her opinion is invalid.
Well, actually, it does. So she's mad
at
at me because I said the gay word. She's not mad that I said retarded. She's not mad that I said ignorant. She said using gay as a derogatory. The R word, I don't know.
So she's saying both. But like this is her. Basically, she's saying is using the GAY word and the R word like as a derogatory term is like I don't know. Like I don't know what you're trying to do with that. Like it seems ignorant.
You seem like the ignorant one if you can't make your argument better than this. And
right.
You say she's an OnlyFans broad.
She has OnlyFans. Yeah.
Wow. The irony is crazy.
But that don't mean she on there like having sex and stuff. Like everybody who has an OnlyFans ain't necessarily doing all that.
Why she capitalize the R word?
That's how you do it.
This is unbelievable.
The bikini top with some shorts on.
You're telling me that this is, and she's got the rainbow, so she eats pussy. Yeah. She eats pussy. This shit is crazy.
It's okay. I mean, listen, if you are lesbian or gay and somebody offends you, it's okay for you to defend who you are, though. I respect that. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm hitting her back.
Like everybody not gonna agree with you. You know?
But I'm hitting her.
You do say certain stuff that's disrespectful and kind of wild. I always tell you that. But you're gonna be you. You're gonna always say who you are. But you know you wild and crazy, bro. You know what you be saying. You let us know in real time what you're typing back to her.
I love lesbians, girl. Hope you keep killing it on OnlyFans. What?
Nothing. I asked. I can't be, I asked you a question. Give me the answer. By the way, the coach that they're referring to, who's the Las Vegas Aces coach now, she also coached a couple games as like the head person. I know Popovich, stepped back and gave her that free reign. So she had a few games as the head honcho. But again, I get what you're saying yesterday. Like it is different having a woman leader and a full group of men. But again, I'm not saying it's impossible though. I'm just saying it's different is the best word. I'm not going out here and saying, oh, it can't work. You're not going to respect it. I don't know. I can't go as far as that. I've seen some great women leaders as well. And just throughout my athletic career, whether it's in high school, whatever, middle school, whatever, growing up. And I get it, age. I understand that. But my point is like men naturally, I don't know. I feel like men naturally respect women almost even more than other men. Just the way we're raised, like just naturally, like we're raised to like protect women and children. Just like our natural. If you're a real man and you was raised right, you gonna hold the door. You see a woman. So there's little things where we're like on the respect side. I actually think the woman would get even more respect, but I don't know. I just think
can't respect something that has never done it.
But again, we're talking basketball. If you're talking football, I hear you. But basketball,
it's not the same though.
Basketball, she has literally done it, like and did it very well as a player, Hall of Famer, and going to be a Hall of Fame coach. So
Can you read my response?
The game is a little different, but it's still,
Can you?
You typed exactly what you said you were gonna say.
Huh?
You typed exactly what you said you was gonna say.
Yeah, I love lesbians. I don't understand the problem. I'm not even being like, I love fucking lesbians. So I think she got me twisted. Like she thinks gay is a derogatory word versus lesbians. No, it's not.
I mean, your comment. I mean, we see your comment below hers though. Like
she's just gay. She needs to say lesbian. We need to separate lesbians from gay, homie. Real shit. I want to put that in legislation. We need to separate lesbians from gay.
No, but it's the same. It's the same thing.
Nah, it's not though.
It is. Women like women. Men who like men. It's just like that's just their,
It's different, homie. It's really different.
It's not different. Men are just biased because we like that.
Would you fuck a lesbian?
I'm married. I'm not fucking nobody else.
Okay, so would you fuck a Almost said that motherfucker. Would you suck a
the fuck is going on? Oh, they sucking shit.
Would you get what is the word I could use? A queer man. So tell me, there's a difference, isn't it? I throw dick to dykes, homie, all motherfucking day long. You ain't throwing no dick to no motherfucking the F with the G.
Chat, what is he talking about right now?
I'm just saying.
I don't like dudes.
You suck titties, right? You suck titties. You suck titties, right? Guess what they're on? Lesbians. I fucked with lesbians, homie. Stop.
Look at Rio.
Huh?
He called you gang again. He said, JB, you fruity gang.
I hope she fucking responds.
Let us know if she do.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I thought she was saying that. Because your boy did another thing.
Chris said, what did I log into? Sorry, Chris. You jumped in at an interesting time.
Chris, you just jumped in a regular show. We just had the hockey breakdown with Smitty. Also, the Florida Panthers re-signed Schmidt to a big monster 8-year deal. So shout out to them. And there's a lot going on in the NHL, Smitty.
It really is, though, but there's also a lot going on in the WNBA, man. I don't know if you saw this huge news, but the WNBA announced that they will be expanding to 18 teams with new teams in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly. The Cleveland team will begin playing in 2028, followed by Detroit in 2029 and Philadelphia in 2030. This is going to be huge here, man. Fever star, my homegirl, Sophie Cunningham, was talking on the WNBA expanding to multiple new cities. And here's the video there we're going to check out.
Because it is helpful. It's way more helpful. You just get more perks, more opportunities, and so I get that aspect. But I also think that you want to listen to your players too. Like, where do they want to play? Where are they going to get excited to play and draw fans? And I do think that Miami would have been a great one. Like, everyone loves Florida. Nashville is an amazing city. Kansas City, amazing opportunity. There's a huge arena downtown that no one's using. And I think that the Women's Soccer League is showing that, like, people draw, you know, and so I'm not so sure what the thought process is there. But at the end of the day, you also want to make sure that you're not expanding our league too fast. I think that's also another thing, that you don't want teams to totally dominate and then have teams that aren't. And so I just think that it's kind of a hard decision-making team or situation. But man, I don't know how excited people are to be going to Detroit or Cincinnati.
She said a bunch of shit. I was just looking at her jawline and her mouth, how wide that motherfucker opens up. I bet you it's amazing. That's all I was looking at.
The disrespect is crazy. I disagree with her though. I mean, I understand. I understand what she's saying. Like, you know, players might not be excited to live in Detroit or excited to live in Cleveland or some of these, like, you know, these cities. But in terms of like basketball towns and stuff like that, like Midwest, man, like when it comes to sports in general, it's not even basketball, football, whatever. Midwest are great places to be. I mean, she's in Indiana, so like she should know. She's right down the street from 4 hours from Detroit, an hour and a half from Cleveland, basically. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in the Midwest, man, like those are places where the fans are going to show you nothing but support and love. And so I disagree with her on that, but I understand what she's saying from like a player standpoint. Obviously, we're in the player empowerment era. You know, the ladies might want to live in the, you know, Miami and the big city and things like that. And I'm sure they'll get teams there at some point, but let's you know, attack the Midwest where a lot of the fan base, I assume, probably is, and then go from there. So
how about just shut the fuck up? Like, bitch, play fucking sports. You're getting paid to play. I'm so fucking tired of hearing your fucking rant about this fucking prima donna ass.
Ask her a question, Jason. What are you talking about?
Are they on vacation, Smitty, or are they getting paid to play?
The media asked her a question. Hey, Sophie, what do you think about? What are your thoughts on the expansion of the league?
Fuck these broads, homie.
You only say that because she's a woman.
You make $70,000. You're entitled. That's your job, homie.
You really are. You might be sexist, bro. No, I ain't gonna lie. You might be. No.
Homie,
you might be.
I'm tired of these enabled fucks, homie, who think they're on vacation and have to go to a pretty city. Homie, you're getting fucking paid to play, homie. Suck it up or go work at Walmart then. Fuck out of here with your sad story, homie. I'm tired of hearing that shit. I got motherfuckers living. I got homies living in cars. I'm worried about this bitch, and she want to go play in Miami? Fuck her. And guess what? Guess what, by the way? The 3 woke cities that added WNBA, Detroit, Cleveland, and Philly. Guess what? Liberal as fuck. Weirdo fucks walking around with their dicks out protesting against Trump. That's who the fuck the WNBA put in their city. Because they know no other fucking city wants to watch WNBA. Facts are facts, homie. Now what?
You can yell all you want, scream, and get all hype, get your blood pressure going.
Yeah, fuck Shane Gillis too, homie.
But that don't mean you said anything. Nothing you said right there was impactful or true.
I did say a lie, and that's all true what I just said.
Nothing you said was impactful or true.
It was. It actually was.
If the league is expanding, that means people are watching, and the viewership is going up. That's a fact. They are expanding. They're literally adding 3 teams into the league, which is literally expansion, homie.
Clip that.
How'd you just get mad? I know you were all calm and cool, looking at her jawline, and then you just snapped and got mad. You got a serious problem. You're bipolar. You need help with that, and you're sexist. You got shut up and dribble. You a woman. Don't talk. Stay in your place. Like, chill out, homie. They asked her a question. She's a WNBA player, big time player. They came out and said, "Hey, what are your thoughts on the WNBA expanding?" You want to lie? She gave her honest opinion on it, homie. Like, what the hell?
You want me to lie?
With it?
You want me to lie? So
stop calling these women bitches. I ain't gonna tell you again.
She is acting as if she's on a fucking 3-month vacation. That's why. Don't matter if you answer the question or not, homie. I can ask you all the questions you want. If you tell me some crazy shit that's going to slap the casual fucking citizen in the face that you only want to play in some fucking glamorous city, then fuck you. You ain't shit. You're an enabled, fucking entitled prima donna who's getting paid to be a 1%er in the world. Play a professional basketball sport in a woman's environment that you worked your ass off to make it to. Now you're bitching again. And then Brittany Griner wants to leave America and go to Russia because what? You don't make no money. And the NBA pays your bills. And yet we're putting them in 3-ass woke cities, and now we're acting like it's expansion. Stop, homie. Keep it real. Don't get mad at the messenger, homie, because I'm telling you the truth. That's the truth. Stop. I'm a hater, though. That's the truth, by the way. It is what it is. She's fucking an entitled fuck. So I could give a fuck less. And don't give them a motherfucking raise. They're horrible. Can't even fucking dunk. Lower the rim.
So you just read all of that from that 30-second clip of her.
Yeah.
She's entitled. She's dead. You got all that from that moment.
Fucking right, I did.
You know her whole background, her social security, everything now.
Instead of like, man, you know what? I pay homage. I want to just respect the game that's giving me the opportunity to make money and put my face out there and get brand deals and shoe deals. And instead of that, it's about the fucking shittiness of the league I'm in. Now, that's not a slap in the face. Come on, man. Call it what it is, homie. Stop covering up for these broads. Fucking give it a break. You know how many girls would have wanted to play at WNBA fucking back in the day and would have loved it no matter where the fuck it was. It could have been in Compton, Watts, fucking Vegas. It didn't matter where. Shit.
You need therapy, homie.
Yeah. I need a lot of shit.
Yeah, you need therapy. You need to stop drinking and smoking so much. You need some pussy. You need some happiness. You need joy. You need some family and friends around you who love you and care about you. You need to win back trust. You need to. There's so much. I've learned so much about you over the last couple of years, man, and it saddens me, man. Cause I know in your heart of hearts you're a good person.
One thing.
Yeah,
that I don't need. One thing I don't need.
Yeah.
Like you guys you don't even know. Like you think you know, because I give everyone what I want them to know.
Yeah.
But I'm a cold hustler, bro. I'll tell you right now. You'd be like, damn, that motherfucker played me the whole time. But
I can just tell some things happened to you at a young age, man, that hopefully one day we can really dive into and get to the nuts and bolts of everything here and just figure out what was the moment that kind of changed JB and took away his happiness and put it to this point. I don't know if it was jail, if it was.
Hey, you imagine Don't Sexualize Me coming down the motherfucking lane, homie, and just fucking wow. Like, now that's some shit I want to see. And then like Don't Sexualize Me, like some shit like that. That's what I want to see, homie. Like, I watch that shit on an 8-foot court, just fuck around, bow, catch a tip jam. Like, you know how she catches all her own rebounds, me mound? Fucking catch that motherfucker off her own miss, bow, because she knows where all her misses go. Bow!
By the way, she won Eastern Conference Player of the Week, man. Shout out to Angel Reese. As much as y'all want to joke and hate on her, she actually been balling lately. She started the season off bad, which she admitted. She owned up to it. I was playing horrible. But these last few games, man, she's been like on her stuff. I think she went.
Caitlin?
I think she went 10 for 19 last time I saw. In her last game, had like 24 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists. Really balled out, and they beat the Sparks a couple of days ago. So shout out to Angel Reese. While y'all hating, she's out here getting better. So you got to give props when props are due.
Chris is right. Is that right, Smitty? Right there? Is that a real statement?
I don't want to see women playing on 8-foot courts. Chris said, "Y'all ain't here for JB to be positive and healed, so stop." LOL. Yeah, no, you're right. The fans are here for your craziness, for you to be wild and cuss, but I'm here trying to be your actual like friend and homeboy. I want you to be better as a human being. So I do want you to be healed. I don't care about this. This YouTube stuff. This stuff can go away, homie, and we still got to live real life. At the end of the day, I don't need this YouTube stuff, bro. I'm a real hustler. So this don't work, I'll find something else. You a hustler. This don't work, you'll find something else. You know what I'm saying? You make high 6 figures doing other stuff anyway. So you don't need to. So my point is, this show, I'm not gonna let this show dictate the person that you are. I want you to be better. And I think I know your heart, and I know the type of person you really are. And we gotta move that wall that's stopping that happiness from overflowing and coming out, man. We gonna figure it out. I got an idea of something that me and you can do, and we're gonna figure it out, man. We're gonna get to a happy spot. So
Diddy off, man. He probably Lauren said he's going home today.
I don't know that.
I don't know what that means if he because of the he has to get sentenced, right?
He's getting an ankle bracelet.
But yeah, so the sentencing will be down the road. I guess sentencing, that's a tough word. Actually, that might be one of the tougher words. It might be one of the toughest words I've done. Have you done that word? Sentencing.
It is a tough word. I've never said it before.
Yeah. Take a look though. A guy I know, Brandon Jacobs, JUCO legend, Coffeyville JUCO.
Big running back.
Big, huge motherfucker. I'm just telling you right now. He's 6'4", like he was unbelievable, right? I sent Bailey. I sent in the private chat if you could find it, Bailey. But he's humongous. But he has a son, Smitty, that is going to, I believe, play for the Jets. Homie, why does Brandon Jacobs look like fucking Darren Sproles?
His son is huge.
Dog, I've stood next to Brandon a lot of times. Brandon's a big man.
Yeah. His son is huge, homie.
His son is fucking a freak, homie.
6'7", 6'8".
Clemson kid.
Is he offensive tackle?
Clemson kid, homie. He's and that's how they look right there, by the way. When you go to the league, that's how they look, homie.
I want to get a couple guys like that, man. Western Michigan has some cats who in the league right now.
Clemson got him some dudes. I'm just telling you right now, Clemson got some dudes.
Y'all be hating on Dabo. I'm trying to tell you, Dabo ain't went nowhere, homie. Dabo ain't went nowhere.
I'm a Dabo fan. I don't know where you're
not a Dabo fan.
But they got real dudes in this recruiting class that no one wants to talk about.
I might throw some money. Oh, never mind. I can't say that. Never mind.
But look at that dude. 6'4", 260. His son makes him look like a fucking little boy.
I might throw something on, you know what I mean, and win the whole thing. So
yeah, I like their quarterback. I thought he matured last year.
Mm-hmm. They won 10 games. Like, it's just crazy. They set the bar so high because
they were an SEC team. No, couldn't be one SEC.
They were known for winning natties all the time, right, and being in the natty and in the playoffs. So it's a down year when they go 10-2. Think about that, homie. That's crazy. Or 10-3 or whatever their record ended up being. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, good buddies of mine recruited Brandon to Coffeyville when it all went south, and then a good friend of mine got the job out of there and went to Northern Illinois, and that's where I ended up getting them after the Auburn debacle. So it was great.
The hardest thing going against these cats, like for an undersized guy like myself, was just like their arm length is so tough to where like if you don't get on them now, and they create that separation, especially like in a pass rush scenario, whatever. It's hard to really get around that when they had that long arm. Like, yeah, you can do certain things with the arm, lift the elbow up, but by the time you're playing around with all that, the ball didn't came out. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta start having like a fiction or nonfiction segment. Can you break this down, Smitty?
Okay, Luke Balick said, so last year, JB was saying Clemson alum are soft. Now they got dudes, LOL.
So can you, maybe we just call it contrary to belief or something. I don't know, but like,
Yeah,
can
I'm
you break
trying
this
to
down?
remember. I mean, I don't think you said soft, but there were some things that you were
Well,
saying.
let's say
about
I did. Let's say I did say they were soft. Let's
Right.
say I said their alum are soft.
Right.
What the fuck does that have to do with this class getting recruited?
Nothing. Had nothing to do with it.
So we got to start calling out dumb fucking people. And I just got to start calling out dumb fucking retarded people. Because back in the day, retarded was actually a real word that we use medically. By the way, it's fact, because I worked in the special ed departments, and retard was actually the word we used. And then soft woke agenda, gay agenda, changed that word, and then they added some bunch of fucking words to it, and now that's mentally disabled and all this old bullshit. Gay, you know the number one thing I say gay for? Gay is a hummingbird. What does that mean? Because a hummingbird's happy. Gay is happy. So why have we taken two words and canceled them?
Because again, JB, like, come on.
Don't tell me context matters.
You're not using gay in the happy sense. You're using it to like degrade people. You use it to degrade people.
Same as that.
Listen, I'm gonna say I'm from the old school, and I you know, I like the old school comedy and all that type of stuff. Like, but I'm also a realist, and I can understand that when I watch certain things back in the days, like, I think we were too far on that side too. There were certain things where like we would just get away with anything back in the day, early 2000s, late 90s. You could say anything, and sometimes they would like pass the line. Even when I look back at like WWE, I was a big wrestling guy. Some of the skits and stuff that Vince McMahon would have was so sexist and crazy, and it's like, all right, that is a little too far. But I think we overcorrected now on the other side. Now you can't say anything, and everything's a problem. We got to find balance. There's always a middle ground for all these conversations. And I think we're always extreme on either side. That's the problem. That's the problem with today's world. We're extremists on everything.
And Smitty, by the way, if you lose 3 games last year, all to the SEC, what does that tell you need?
You need some more talent.
Or
size, O-line help, D-line help.
Or dogs. Oh, so you could have lost because you were soft. If you lost to 3 of the same type of team, you didn't even win your state and made the playoffs. So you took my words because I said I would have taken South Carolina or Ole Miss over Clemson. And you took that and said now that you put your own words and said I said they were soft and their alum is soft. And now it's going back to fucking their alumni. So it's crazy how the motherfuckers turn and take your words, homie. It's fucking unbelievable. But it is what it is. Hopefully we'll see what Clemson does. I don't know if this kid's even going to start as a freshman. Just because he looks like Tarzan don't mean he plays like him. So, like, I ain't seen him play. But I know he looked pretty as a motherfucker. If I saw him walking up the bus, I'm like, God damn, that's a pretty motherfucker. And that's what we say in the recruiting world, by the way. So all you fucking gays. So,
see?
Yeah, because I know motherfucker, shut the fuck up. And also when I recruited a guy, look at the ass on that motherfucker. Yeah, we do. That's what we use when we recruit you. So thank you. It's July. Fucking get the fuck out of here, you fucking Rainbow Pride weirdo motherfuckers. Now it's fucking Veterans Month, motherfucker. I hate that motherfuckers. But anyway.
So a few minutes ago, he tried gay as a hummingbird means happy. That's what I mean when I say it. And then 5 minutes later, I hate those motherfuckers.
But you want to get that shit off your chest and talk about how you want to help me. I love doing a show with Darnell Smith.
I appreciate that.
That's my happy time. So, and what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that.
I want to get this blown up to where you don't have like I could get you like a 6-figure check, one-time check, bow.
One-time check is cool, or if you want to just pay me
I'm saying like they're gonna be all the time, but I'm saying like a check, like bow.
It's a real, that
like
kind of cool.
Yeah,
I don't believe that much, man. I give me like
far left and you're woke and all that shit.
Give me like 25,000. Give me like 25,000 a month. I'd be cool.
Gay and all that shit. I love it though.
Huh? I didn't really hear what you said, but I feel like it was weird. It was negative. But, I like to think that my energy and my presence, because I'm a natural born leader. Everywhere I've been a leader. I've been voted captain on my team. Even in education, I'm voted the leader of my class. I've always been that guy. That's just who I am. God bless with those skill sets. So even with you, and I know you look at yourself as a leader as well, but leaders can learn from other leaders. And I think to me being on this show, being around you, giving you a different perspective, call me the glass half full guy, whatever. I think my positivity and looking at life the way I do has affected you to a small degree. But I've seen some changes in you from today compared to where you was day one when I joined the show. Day one when I joined the show, I was like, this motherfucker, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this long time. I didn't know. It was a different show. But we've grown. You've calmed down. You balance yourself out a little bit. You're still yourself, but I've seen you grow in a certain way, and you're happier now. You're much happier now than you used to be. But it's those flashes moments you have where I got to call you out because you'll be super cool, and then you start going in out of nowhere. We got to work on that. We got to work on your emotional stability and your emotional maturity, and how we can wheel that back in and remove that snap. Because one thing just triggers you. You go from 0 to 200 real quick.
So break this down. Break these two this comments down in the chat. Non-members, by the way. Break these two down.
All right. Tony P said, never going to happen. If you keep saying you hate guys, ha 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 ha. Going to stay micro. Brand sponsorships and getting booted off. McChesney.
So he meant to get booted off. I got booted off McAfee is what he said.
Got you.
All right. Then Doctor says.
All right. Doctor says, this show displays the ignorance of people 10 or so years younger than you are, and you see why the world is up.
So 2 different perspectives
by
2 non-members. One seems like both supporters because they're in the show, but they're not supporters because they're not members. But
lukewarm supporters.
What is your biggest takeaway from those 2?
It's 2 interesting perspectives. I think we live in a world where it's okay to disagree and give your opinions.
Or is it? Is it now? Because we can't.
Right. On our show, we don't mind. I think one guy believes that in order for us to grow, we're going to have to change a few things so brands aren't scared to come work with us. And then the other side is a guy who's saying that you're just a real one, and you know that these young folks are the problem right now, and they're ruining the world. So it's kind of two different perspectives.
Yeah. Well, no, I was actually too real for the McAfee show. That's a fact. I've been told that by. Well, I don't need to say it because Ricardo, apparently because I forgot you were there. I was on there, and I would have been on there if he hadn't set up a deal to go to ESPN. But that's a whole nother story because we know ESPN isn't going to have me on. But let's be honest, Smitty. Fucking tobacco, cigars is all over myself.
I slept weird. My back is doing something weird.
Become a member. You guys gotta become a member because you just talk and you don't do nothing. You don't really do shit for nobody. So, Ricardo, what show are you on? What show have you been on, Ricardo? Why are you back? Ban this motherfucker. He makes a new Ricardo every day. That means you're a dick rider, homie.
What do you do?
Mike Bunny said, I will no longer gift memberships.
Why is that, Mike? I'm just kind of curious. Always goes south. Okay, got you.
Oh, yeah, because the weirdos probably take them.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, it still helps us out, though.
So if we block weirdos and people gift memberships, do they go away? Is it?
We lose money. Yep, we lose money when we do that.
No. I'm saying if I block the weirdos, though, will that mean the gifted ones go to real ones, or how's that work? I don't know how it works.
No, it don't. You just lose that member.
No. I'm saying before he gifts them, though. So I'm saying,
if you block him before he gifts them, then
eliminate the pool of weirdo fucks is what I'm saying.
But how can you do that though?
I don't know.
We have thousands of people here watching the show, daily. So I don't even know if that's even possible. And shout out to our guy Eddie Manyweather for saying
why doesn't YouTube allow you to pick who you gift? That's stupid to me. Mike Bunny's gonna go down as a legend, though. He's gonna be on the show when we're huge, and he's gonna be a critical member of the team.
Yeah,
and
it's really Mike Bunny and then everybody else.
He drops a lot of money. Shout out to Mike.
A lot of support though. He always just supports, always in the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of weirdos that are members too, though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's always gonna be that though.
They're weird. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Every show, you need those.
No, yeah, they're everywhere. That's fine. Like, I don't really care. I'm just saying I'm all for the support. I'll support you, support me. I don't care.
That's up the membership. That's up the membership fee,
but don't be stupid though.
Fall out.
It's when they say stupid shit over and over and over and over and over. That's what irks me.
Well, anyway, man, I don't know if you saw this, man, but our guy, man, Cam Newton.
Panda. Huh?
Our guy, Cam Newton, man. So listen, it was a group of kids stomped on Cam Newton's jersey to celebrate after beating his team in a tournament, man. Check this out. Disrespect. I don't like it. I blame the adults in the room. No, kids are only going to do what you allow.
1,000%.
And what you teach.
That's
I don't
crazy.
blame the kids at all. They think it's funny. They think it's being competitive, but it's really disrespectful to a guy who's contributed so much to football and still doing it. The fact he's even out here doing this with y'all.
He funds his 7-on-7 shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't got to be there. Like, he's Cam Newton, Heisman winner, MVP, played in the Super Bowl. One of the most special quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. When you look at him in his prime, at his peak, took an Auburn team that was not that talented overall to win it all. Like, this guy is phenomenal, and he's still giving back to you kids, and he don't need this at all. I don't know what money he's making from this, if any at all, and he's doing this just to give back, and this is how y'all repay him. But again, it's not the kids' fault; it's the adults in the room.
Clip this, Paris, because I'm going to send it to Cam. This is absolutely a fucking mockery. These fucking nobody-ass coaches, if I'm Cam, I'm firing these motherfuckers and getting them out of my fucking league because you're making these kids grow up to be fucking idiots. And you're fucking condoning the worst fucking level of football in the world. 7-on-7, AAU, fucking in basketball, 7-on-7 in football. You guys are absolutely destroying the fabric of what the game is about. And the only reason they stomped on this cat's jersey, don't get it twisted, is because he's had altercations at his own tournaments with former players and coaches that take this shit so fucking serious because they know they're absolute fucking nobodies. And they'll never be shit. And so they take it out on the somebodies who actually were somebody and the 1%ers of the world and Cam Newton. You can say what you want to say about Snoop Dogg and all that. Snoop Dogg helped a lot of kids in the hood get out with the Snoop League. And guess what? Willie McGinnis ran 2 teams. I housed them because they played at my school. So I was associated with this league for a long time. They didn't do this shit, and it was ghetto as fuck. But one thing about real hood OGs, they don't allow that dumb shit. These dumb motherfuckers who are trying to just fuck the mamas of the kids and act like they're really a coach with the fucking towel out their visor and doing this dumbass ghetto shit, they're the problem. It ain't the OG. Willie Mack wasn't allowing that shit. I seen Willie Mack go up across a motherfucker's head because they were acting like a stupid fool, smoking weed in the stands and talking shit to mamas. The ghetto-ness is there. It's always going to be ghetto in this shit. But that shit right there is where you draw the line because now you're endorsing the fucking hand that feeds you. Like, I don't understand it, homie. Like, this is the generation we're raising is strictly because of the adults in the room, as Smitty alluded to. The adults in the room are disrespecting the 1%ers that actually made it and is giving back. And you got to cut that off, Smitty. You got to cut that hand off. Straight up. Now you got to start eliminating these fucks. Why don't we have a vetting system for hiring these youth football fucking nobodies? 90% of them are criminals. Let's just keep it funky. And I hate saying that word because I'm from that era and from that hood mentality, and I would hire criminals all the time. So I hate using the word criminal. But now once you get older, you have to use it because these cats continue to do criminal activity while they're coaching your youngsters. That's the problem. So guess what I used to hire? Fuck-ups. There's a difference between a fuck-up and a criminal. Fuck-ups are everybody in the hood that we grew up with that realized somebody grabbed them and shock treated their motherfucking ass. Hey, motherfucker, you want to be a fuck-up all your life? Or are you going to end up being a criminal? Oh, shit. Woke me up. I was one of those fuck ups. So, guess what? I hire those fuck ups all the time because I know they fucking saw the light. They looked at themselves in the mirror and they said, all right, I ain't going to be a criminal like my daddy or my homie or my uncle or my brother. I saw the light. I'm confused as to why we keep hiring criminals to continue to do criminal shit around our babies. The most influential group of youngsters on planet Earth is this group of kids right here, this demographic age. I'm just telling you, that's the fact of the matter. And we continue to influence them in this way. Stomping on a jersey of Cam Newton. Dog, that's the biggest slap in the fucking face that I've seen in a long time. It really is. And I'm so fucking sick of seeing it, Smitty. I'm going to be honest. Fucking bit me, homie.
Mosquito?
Something else is in here other than a fly.
I got bit up the other day. I got mosquito bites all over my body.
I don't get mosquito bites. My blood is so legitimate, like they don't come near me.
Oh, that means that your blood is bad and they don't want to drink it.
No, it's actually good.
Contrary to belief, because mosquitoes love blood. So
yeah. But Ricardo's back, Smitty.
You bad boy, man. He I almost respect it. He relentless. Like he gonna watch this show. We might as well not even kick him out.
I'm gonna ban him again. Let's see.
If he come back, man, he different.
Like he's obsessed.
Yeah, he love this show. He ain't got nothing else to do. No job, nothing, no other sort of, just nothing else. But while we're waiting on Ricardo, man, I do want to, shout out a legend, man. I hate to see this, but popular halftime performer known as Red Panda was injured at the start of her act at the WNBA Commissioner's Cup game with the Minnesota Lynx Indiana Fever. Got the video right here, man. She's 50 plus, years old. She's been doing this at a high level for a long time. I've actually seen her in person, like at the Clippers game, and the thing she can do on that balance beam is like phenomenal. And I've always been like, dang, like if she ever falls, like that can be crazy. And she fell here, and looks like the injury is kind of bad here. So hopefully she's able to heal. And
did she break her shit? Oh no.
She might be okay. She's waving. She might be okay. I do know isn't the first time. I know years ago, like early 2000s, she had I think she did break her arm like in the mid 2000s, and that almost ended her like career from doing it, but she recovered and bounced back. So hopefully she's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it happens to the best of us. She's never gonna be perfect, but she's really, really good at doing that. It's impressive. Like if you ever go to a game and see her, it's like, damn, how's she doing that? And the fact that she's like, I think late 50s or whatever is pretty dope. You laughing at me, or is Jason laughing right now? What's going on? Homie, what you doing, bro?
Homie.
What's going on with you? You crying?
Yeah.
What happened? Shout out 5 Hour Energy.
Oh, fuck, homie.
Are you good, homie? I'm so confused on what's going on. Are you okay?
Smitty, she ain't that fucking good. I just keep it real, homie. Maybe it's time, huh?
You watched one look, so she falls one time. That's like saying you had one bad game. You threw one interception, 2 interceptions one game. Now you can't throw.
Have you ever seen Grown Ups? Well, Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler and your boy from Kings of Queens. I'm trying to see did I ever watch it? I think I watched some of it. What scene?
So the one where what's his name? The old MTV guy, the fuck comedian, Colin Quinn, or what is his name? Colin, or I don't know his name. He basically like Boss Water. Remember when the little rich kid wanted the expensive water at the hamburger joint, and he was like, He obviously he said something, but he was like, he ain't that good. That's that shit, homie. Maybe she's shout out to her, but maybe she's done now though. No,
it's just one mistake, homie.
I'm saying you said she's 50 something.
She might be right at 50. She hasn't failed in a long time. I mean, it's bound to happen, bro. It's bound to happen. Like, everybody has an off game every now and then, an off moment. Like, what she does is so hard. Like, look at her. She's bouncing bowls, and like I've seen her throw bowls and catch it with her head and throw cups. And she
do you like? Is it entertaining to you?
I mean, it holds
like
your eye.
If you're at the game at halftime or whatever, you'll watch it.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's just impressive. It's just like, dang, like, this is extreme. Can't none of us do it. When somebody's doing something that I can't do, it's impressive. It's like, damn, okay.
I get it. I'm not saying to watch it. I'm going to go. That's where I'm going to get my hot dog and shit. I'm not watching this.
But like, see, I get there early, and I'm already got my hot dog or hamburger or whatever. Especially at the Clippers game, because you go to the Clippers game,
she fucked her
face and go get.
Yeah, she fucked her shit off though, right? Like you can't do that no more in front of you can't do it no more. Like that sucks. It sucks for her. No, I'm saying it really sucks for her. Like you can't do it no more. You can't get that back.
What you mean?
Like what is she gonna like? You fell.
So you're saying she got to retire now?
Yeah.
So one fall, get retired.
I mean, it's not a one fall. It's like a major fall, homie. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I told coaches, don't ever fight and get in a fight. If you fight a kid, you are no win. You're gonna get fired. You're gonna get fired. And then if the kid beats your ass,
which will happen,
you're fucking done. Because why? You can't come out and address the kids no more. Like, let's go, Smitty, with your ass. Motherfucker, you got your ass whooped by Allen. So that's my point of this, broad. Like, you failed in front of your peers and everybody. Like, how do you bounce back from that and get it back is my point. That's why. You see how I related that, right?
Come back to another event and go kill it and show them who you are. That's all it is.
I'm just saying.
Over time, people will forget, like everything else, especially in today's.
There's a broad that does that shit like in the NBA, too.
Her.
It's her for the Suns?
Yeah.
That's her?
Red Panda is the real deal. Yes.
Shit, she might be done now, though.
Go with it, homie.
If she's the one for the Suns, homie, she's done. No,
she's cold. She's cold. She's good.
She won't even be back, homie, by the season. She's not gonna be back for the season.
Yeah, she will be. She's fine. They'll bring her back in October for the Clippers. Come in. She's not that expensive, and she'll go out there and do her thing, homie. What are you talking about? People appreciate it.
Who's her trainer? Otani?
Herself.
How does she get the broken arm back?
It's not broken. She got up.
She got up, but she holding her arm. She didn't break her. She broke her arm.
Thank you, Jazz Life. She has failed before. So she'll be fine.
She's failed or fell?
Fail.
All on the ground.
Yes.
Oh, cool then. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm just saying.
You wishing death on our life, homie.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying at some point, though, we got to, like, LeBron's got to quit eventually, too, right? Like, let's be honest. He's 43 years old, right? Like, father time is something we cannot describe. Like, we can't, Smitty.
Is quitting the same thing as retiring?
Stop dismissing the fact, though, that, like, Smitty, you got to address the elephant in the room. Father time has ended. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant. Everybody's career has ended, homie. Joe Montana, Tom Brady. She has hit father time, maybe, homie. She's 50 plus. She's 50 plus years old, riding a fucking bike with the helmet with fucking plates on her head,
and she's still killing
What
it.
are you talking about?
I went to a Clippers game this past season and saw her perform, and she killed it. So she still has it in her tank, homie.
They said she's been on McAfee more than I've been on McAfee.
they dissing you today, boy. It's kind of funny though.
I didn't know she was on McAfee. Number one, shout out for McAfee bringing her on. Number two, I don't give a fuck who's been on McAfee more than me. I don't think you realize I don't.
That's like the bar for the chat. Like you go McAfee, you legit.
Who gives a fuck? I know the check McAfee gave me said, ooh. So who gives a fuck? Holy fuck, homie.
Don't be half of that shit.
God damn. These motherfuckers are stupid as fuck.
What's the biggest individual check you've ever seen?
The biggest individual check I've ever seen?
For you yourself.
Oh, for me?
You ain't gotta say it.
Like, not no millions, and I never made no million. Like, probably like, to be honest, like a severance check that I got from leaving Indy.
Okay.
Yeah, because they owed me. I was smart. I got a contract. I was the only JUCO coach in the country to have an actual contract. But yeah, I used that money for the down on this crib.
That's smart, homie.
You
cold hustler. We got 15 minutes left, man. What should we talk about here? Let's see what we got in the rundown here. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. Become a member. Maybe we can drop the link in the chat.
Guess what? Poll question. Where will Damian Lillard land for the 25-26 season? I just retweeted it out for BetUS. The odds right now, Smitty, are Lakers, Golden State, Miami. Who would you take out of those three if I were to throw that at you? Or do you have Portland getting back in the mix?
Hell no. I would say I thought Boston was in the mix as well. I would say Golden State. We've always talked about Steph and Dame getting together at some point, having some similarities in their games. And like I can see them becoming like the new version of the Splash Brothers, obviously in their older form. Only problem is that Dame is going to probably miss this whole year. So whatever team he goes to is not going to be into the next season. Steph's already 37, I want to say. So now he'll be 38. So okay, you say the Lakers. All right. Does Dame and Luka, is that a good 1-2 punch? I don't know. I don't know if that pair goes together or not. We did see Luka though and Kyrie play very well together and make it always to the big game. So maybe we could see that. So I don't know, man. If he played this year, it would be good, but he's not playing this year, so it kind of changes everything. You see what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna play to the next season, and we don't know what team's gonna look like, who's gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? LeBron gonna probably be gone. It's a lot.
Is he? But he's not even gonna play this year, right?
Homie, that's what I've been saying the last 10 minutes.
No, I know. I'm making a full point.
Yeah, he's not playing.
If he's not gonna play at all, why are you going to take on a $22 million a year thing?
That's my thing. I'm trying to understand.
Because they owe him $22 million a year, right?
The next 5 years. So whatever team gets him, is the team having to pay that, or is the Bucks just screwed and they got to pay that regardless? What's the situation with that? Because I don't know. I don't think, because again, he's not getting traded. They released him. They let him go. So I don't know if this new team's gonna have to pay him that money. Lauren says she loves JB on Whitlock.
Now they texted me that thinking she'll get her both of them.
They said Whitlock gave you a shout out.
Yeah, he did. He just texted me saying thanks. It was good.
Y'all should be thanking me, but either way, I'm used to it.
Black.
I'm used to it. Never get my praise in my recognition. But we all know who saw it first. Anyway,
you did. That's how you said. You brought it to me. Smitty should get the credit. He actually hit me up about.
I don't want the credit.
But I got it wrong.
We're a team, homie.
You see what people don't know?
Byron Scott.
Because I'm actually fighting. I actually fight for that very thing right there you just said.
What?
I'm that one. I'm always that guy that you're just claiming to be right now. The victim. I'm always that guy.
Yeah.
And I fight for that guy. Here's why. So people let's see. What scenario can I use? The point I'm trying to make is they talk about the coach coaching the guy, but refuse to talk about the guy that recruited the guy.
Yeah.
I did both, but
yeah.
You don't get to coach a motherfucker unless I got him for you. Is that not true?
That is
true. You're not going to coach him unless I get him. Why are you shushing your wife, homie?
Like she was talking loud.
I heard her. Sound like Karen. White people shit. She sounded like she damn near white.
Yeah, I don't like it. Ugh. Why are you drinking this?
You don't listen.
This is not good at all, baby.
Don't drink too much.
Here, thank you.
That's why I actually did you want mango juice.
No, I don't need nothing. Thank you. I love you. Yeah, some water.
Trash Panda said this show is almost damn near kind of getting big. That's
That's
four.
a lot of that's too many of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, she heard Lauren's name, homie, and your wife got hot. Chris said.
She ain't tripping about no Lauren. I asked my wife to give me something to drink. I wanted to try this drink that was in the refrigerator. That's hers. So I was trying to get her attention. So I put you on mute or me on mute, and that's why we were having a conversation real quick. But it's not.
Here's the thing. So Smitty was the ultimate. At the end of the day, he was the recruiter. Without me knowing about her or getting access, I would not have got her. So Smitty deserves. I think gets that part of this whole equation gets left out. I don't think people realize without her, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't have got her. So Whitlock don't get her on either. By the way,
it's deep. It's deep.
A whole thing. Like it's a whole thing. So,
but if Lauren don't post those videos of her, I don't see her either. So she needs credit for even putting herself out there. Like it's a whole. It's when you think about. I'm glad we're having this conversation. This stuff is deep.
And if Lauren wasn't married, I'd be hollering. Like it goes so deep. Like, what's up?
No, what was the last part you said before we move forward?
What?
You said if she wasn't married, you would be doing what?
I didn't say. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think you said if she wasn't married, you'd be hollering. But anyway, to your point though, this is how life is. Like when things happen, good or bad, you got to really see the chain of events that led to that. Because it's a lot deeper than a lot of time we see the end result, but we don't know the process that led to that happening. Like you needed a co-host because your upside down Coke bottle wasn't the right person, so you let her go.
I find her on the show live.
You friends with Marcellus, grew up with him. You talking to him about needing a host. I'm cool with Marcellus, worked with him for about 5 years. He tells you, hit my line. You hit me up. But if Whitlock didn't put me on, I'm not even at Fox to even meet Marcellus, to even meet you. So it's that's why I'm so spiritual, and I say God never fails, and everything is meant to happen because it be too many things we having to connect for certain things to happen. Too many pieces of the puzzle have to be maneuvered for us to even meet and even know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like you from Compton, homie, way older than me. Went the JUCO route coaching wise, boom, boom, boom. Like there's no connection directly between us. But I'm from Indy, Boston, life. So there's a reason we're doing this show right now. There's a reason we're having this conversation right now. We don't know what the reason is gonna be. We might not find out until 2 years from now. But it's the reason for everything, homie. It's deep. And Ricardo is back. Ain't that about it? Ricardo's back, homie. Hey, listen. Anytime JB does this little look down, I mean he's doing something else, and he's so focused on that he won't be able to he can't do two things at once.
Ricardo's not back.
Yes, he is. Somebody said he's back.
I'm working
to find him.
I always work.
I'm trying to find him.
Ricardo, can you call in? Wait, that's not the same Ricardo. Nah, Ricardo is just Ricardo.
But you keep blocking him, so he probably came back with another name. Like
he came back. Nah, he can make it. He came back as Ricardo every time.
No, I think it's the same Ricardo. I think he just added his other name, his middle name or something to it.
What do you mean? Bailey, did you send me a link earlier by chance with the thumbnail? Can you text me one real quick? ASAP 911. Where the fuck is it? Did you send me one? I don't think so.
Oh, I know what's going on. That's the perfect way to end the show. I'll stay on the 905 then for this.
I don't get what you said.
You're not sneaky, I know what you're doing. Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all stay around. We're gonna stay on price about 905. So stay around. Do something special for you. I slept a little weird. My back. I be falling asleep on my couch too much, and then I get up in the middle of the night, go to my bed. But
why you sleep on the couch?
I just be in there watching TV, chilling, and it's like part of my downtime after working all day, and then I just fall asleep.
We got a new segment sponsored by Redneck, and it's a Redneck segment. It's beyond WPS. Take a look.
That lady
We gotta wait.
All right, we got a legend in the house, right? Live.
Breaking news, baby. Breaking news, baby.
Breaking news. Reporting live from the actual baby oil strip. Lauren Conlon joins the show.
Hey guys.
Lauren, hey.
Wow. I'm still in shock. It was such a moment inside that courtroom, you guys. I mean, I thought the verdict would come today, but I did not think it would come 52 minutes after the jury arrived in court. I mean, 52 minutes later, they sent a note to the judge saying, we have a verdict, and the mood changed. I mean, this morning, Diddy prayed with his family in the courtroom, and it was, I think that there's certain times that you do feel sad for a defendant. I mean, I guess that could be misinterpreted, but you know what I'm saying. I guess you know what I mean. It's weird. You're kind of sitting there like, oh man, he might go away for life, and he might have to say goodbye to his family for a really long time. And so it was just this moment. And then as soon as the jury walked in, it was like, this is it. And as soon as they read the verdicts of not guilty on racketeering and the sex trafficking of Cassie, I mean, the gasps were just insane, because I think those were the two charges that most people thought he could possibly, be convicted on. And also the jury said they were hung on racketeering yesterday. So we weren't sure which way it was going to go, but oh my gosh. And then Diddy was holding hands with his attorney, Tenny Garagos. They were clasping hands. He was, had his face like this. He was thanking the jury. It was crazy. And then Mark Agnifilo stood up and, am I in trouble? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry. Where do I go? Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes.
Do what you gotta do.
Oh, let's talk. You can look at my double chin while I pick up my bag. Sorry.
You ain't no double chin. Stop.
Hold on. Well, I did for a minute.
What? Who's mad? You can't record in front of the place?
No, it was like federal marshals being like, get off. Yeah. So hold on. I know.
Trump in there.
Okay. So
yeah.
Agnifilo, he gets up after and he just says, my client has been acquitted on the most serious charges. He should go home today. $1 million a bail. Give him an ankle monitor. Let him go home to Two-Star Island, and that's that. And Maureen Comey, not messing around. It was very clear that she's not taking this as a loss. She got up there and goes, Your Honor, and I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said they're going to seek the maximum sentence, which would be, like 20 years or something. Like, still no? Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. No, it's totally fine. I guess listening problems, I guess. I have to go in this corner.
What the hell?
Yeah,
why? You're not even recording nothing.
And it's over. It's over.
It's over. It happened.
There's
right.
no jurors coming out either. They're all cheering. Do you guys hear how loud it is?
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So they want to still try to stick him to the max.
But listen,
the new max.
So because she said, let's not forget the conduct surrounding this conviction. Like, there was violence, there was drug use, and Agnifilo's like, but he was acquitted on that. So look, I can't see him getting more than 2 years, maybe time served, maybe. I don't know. I don't see him getting a large sentence on this. And the defense and the government have until 1 p.m. today to submit letters as to why or why not he should be released until sentencing. So I think we'll have an answer today on whether or not he's going back to Miami for the time being. So
is there a world where the sentencing happens and he spends no more actual time in jail and he's just like on the ankle monitor for a couple years or no?
I don't think so. Okay, I guess,
too big, Lauren, right? He's too big. He's going to do something.
I just feel like the government they are so stuck on this. And I don't think they're going to let this go. However, the judge has been really fair. you know, I haven't really said a lot of opinions about this case, but I think that I maybe had said it seemed to be lacking. We all thought it would be a lot different than it was, and the government did the best they could. But if you're judging by what you saw just in the courtroom, you know, in those walls, inside those walls, it's tough. It's like you're talking about, you know, where it could have gone either way. And what we saw is it went the quote unquote common sense route. The common sense route that baby oil isn't evidence of anything. It's not affecting interstate commerce to a common sense level. And he went to these hotels with his significant others, and they did not find, the jury did not find that these women were there by force, fraud, or coercion. And I just don't think that they thought that he had co-conspirators. I think that they thought that his businesses were legit, you know? So it was crazy. I was shocked. I just thought when they came back yesterday, it was going to be so bad for him. And sorry, I'm squatting now. I got to sit on the, hi. So
We won't take your time.
Sidebar, what's that?
No, go ahead. What happened?
No, nothing. My friend, Shaun G he was, you know, Jason Brown and
Big Smitty, you live on the podcast. How you doing? How you doing, brother?
Jason Brown? No, okay, they're cool. Yeah. So wait,
Tune
stay
in.
right there. He's cool. So Shaun G has been a Diddy supporter from the start. He spoke out in favor of him before anyone else did. Took a risk of being that guy, and you know what? It worked out for him. So
let me ask. Last thing I have for you. Did you do Whitlock from here too?
I did. He's so sweet. He's so nice. I really like him.
No, good. Because he texted me and said you were great. Let me ask you, the 25th juror or whatever, number 25 or whatever it was, what was it? Did that have anything to do with the quick return on the verdict?
No, I mean, I was nervous about that because I was like, dude, they sent that note about the juror like an hour into deliberations. And so I was like, dude, if they're already infighting, we are never going to get, you know, an answer here. But they seem to work it out because they never followed up on it. So yeah,
right.
I mean,
got you. Well, get out of here. You deserve a vacation.
Yeah.
Listen, I was trying.
The Idaho guy ain't gonna do life.
Oh my gosh, that guy. I have nightmares about him. But I was waiting for the jury, and they all got into a Sprinter van. So now I'm waiting for the attorneys. I want to get some interviews with the attorneys, and we'll see. So it's like I'm not done yet. Not quite done yet.
Well,
Yeah.
keep killing it. Go kill it. I appreciate you. Love you. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. That's crazy.
Shout out to the homegirl LC, man, doing her thing, hustling.
She got to go interview. Anyway, back to redneck shit real quick as we end the show.
Yep.
Don't say yep like that.
She said, you really need to tell your friend he needs to slow down on his drinking.
Fuck that little fat bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that ugly.
She said he comes in here and he at least spends $500 on lottery tickets and beer.
Oh, that's a bunch. I got $500.
Well, she says he buys she said he buys five $20 tickets a day in lottery, loses them.
She's full of shit.
You don't buy that?
No.
Oh.
And second off, ain't none of her fucking business. What is wrong with people?
She said he's a real good paying customer when he's not charging and running up a bill, but he does.
I never charge nothing.
He just egging them on.
Stupid ass fucking cunt.
This is JB in 20 years. Literally 20 years.
So he's only 69.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be funny, but y'all age differently than others. Unfortunately.
People think I'm like 35.
They don't think that, but yeah.
No, real shit. I do not look like I'm almost 50, homie. Real. Keep it real.
No, you look like 42, but not,
if I shave my face too, I can look 34.
Now we're kind of towing the line here.
I'm chiseled, like I'm ripped too. Like it's crazy. Like the age that, like I'm really like I can actually go take a drop right now and throw a post route on time. Legitimate.
I guess we can define
better than Shador. So
we've seen you try to impersonate Shador, and we saw how exhausted you got from moving back and forth in that room a couple weeks ago. So we have that on tape. That's on foul. You can't lie. So listen, you don't look 49, but you don't look 34 either. I think again, we're
I said if I
extremists.
shave,
We're extremists. Far left, far right. You're in the middle. You look 42.
I said if I shave, you don't listen. You
I
hear.
heard you. That don't change nothing. You look around 42, which is
If
still
I
good.
shave my face, Smitty, I'll look 15 years younger.
The girl today told me I look 19.
Shave this off right now. I bet you look 13.
This 40-something-year-old woman told me the other day, she said, man, you look like you 19.
Anyway, Smitty, it's Work Boot Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow for Truth Telling Thursday. It'll be the last day of the week tomorrow.
Yes, it will be.
As we have a 3-day weekend with the 4th of July. God bless America.
I got to bounce early tomorrow, too.
I'll be on the yacht.
Yep.
I don't know if I'll be on the yacht. See, the problem is, Smitty, I can't go on the yacht for the 4th.
I know.
No, I can. And I wanted to go on the water at night and watch it. The problem is I can't leave the dogs alone at the house.
They hate fireworks, homie. They get
Callie
so
does.
scared.
Ash don't give a fuck. Ash sleep right through it.
Every
Callie
dog does, though. Even the other night, because they've already started.
I've never had a pit worry about fireworks. Never. 35 years of raising them. I never had one pit bark or worry about them except Callie. Only one. She's so super like fucking anxiety driven that she is anything. Like when the homie was back here, we were shooting. Anyway, she was barking, and then like it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? She don't like that noise, homie.
Did you raise Callie from a baby? Or did you buy her from like a foster care?
Oh no, baby. I never buy a pit from anyone else other than a baby. Raise the dog yourself, because if you don't,
you never
ever trust them.
Yeah, I was wondering where her trauma came from.
Nah, you don't buy it. Just there's some dog like Sogi was born crazy. Like Smitty, I asked my mom. I bring my mom on this motherfucker to tell you we're pushing Sogi at 6 weeks old in a cart in a pet spot in LA before I took him and drove him across the country to Kansas, right?
Yeah.
And this motherfucker jumps out of the cart, breaks his jaw. His fucking jaw is over here. And the motherfucker goes, nah. And the motherfucker goes back in place and he chases a 200-pound dog. I bullshit you not, homie. I said, oh, fuck this motherfucker.
How you break his jaw, though? Like, he like landed funny?
Hit the ground, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't break it, though. Dislocated it.
Yeah.
Stogie was crazy from jump, and I said, "Oh fuck."
Was Hulk crazy? Do you know? Do you know a lot about Hulk? Okay.
Nope. Hulk was like monotone, mild mannered, but also super trained. I'm not a trainer. My dogs would just do like whatever. So like Stogie was fucking unbelievable. And then the first he gets to be like 4 months old. He's in the office with me as I'm building the program that year, the Netflix year. Motherfucker got out the office, takes a beeline, homie. We're at a recruiting visit. This motherfucker, I'm in a suit. This motherfucker takes off in the goalie, like in this fucking thing, chasing this duck, and then almost runs in the street and gets ran over. I got his full dive, homie, in a suit, and got his end of his legs, and I'm fucking my suit's waist, grass, mud. I got a fucking big time recruit. I think Jermaine was on that visit. Fucking, I got to snatch him from going in the street. I got 3 months old.
Why is every story about Stogie just crazy? Like, tell me a good story.
Now, a good story is this. Netflix in there, they got the boom out, and this motherfucker jumped off the couch and snapped and grabbed the boom like 5 feet up in the ground and tried to kill the fucking one of the filmers. Fuck them motherfuckers.
So that's a good story.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
The legend lives on, homie. He almost killed a Netflix guy. Almost like gutted his throat. I would have loved it. I wish that would have happened. That'd been a big time story now. In my book, it would have been hit different.
Stogie almost killed the Netflix person.
Is that what they say? It would have hit different, homie.
Drone strike. There's a lot going on in the damn stage show. We had a hell of a show today.
Ricardo's back. Ricardo, I want you to call in. Can you call in? Like, would you call in like your real face, like on the camera? Would you call in right now to end the show? If I gave you the link, would you call in? I'm curious. I'm fascinated. I want to.
Fascinated is crazy.
Huh?
I want a quesadilla right now.
I bet dollars to dimes he won't.
I bet dollars to dollars he will not.
I think he's a I think he's a
right, D. Jones. That's why I be trying to tell JB like to relax. Like he's probably a 12-year-old kid.
No, I think he's gay. I think he's a transgender, and he doesn't want. That's what he is. Like seriously, he's so mad at me because I've said a word that triggered him over the years. Because he's been watching the show for years. I've triggered him some way, but he won't call in because he hasn't responded. And that's the bitches in the world. These are what they are. They're the bitch-made cats. I mean, we offer to call in, and he won't. And that just, again, shows you why these guys get called bitches.
JB, I got to send these clips in these episodes to these brand sponsors. So you got to calm it down.
He said,
tomorrow when we relax, I don't work off of FPS. Oh, he's Mexican.
No, he's not. He's not Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Mexican.
Ricardo. I mean, I guess we should have known that.
But you know he's not. He's lying.
He's not lying.
It's always tomorrow. Have you noticed that with these?
There is no tomorrow.
Have you ever noticed?
No tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he's Hector, the Gotti guy. He got mad that I said transgender, and he had a daughter or son that was a transgender or something. And I said, well, that's a you problem. And he got mad. But he was like a big supporter about my whiskey, all this shit. And then all of a sudden he cut me off and went crazy and blocked me on Twitter and all kind of shit. It's fucking comedy. He said he was a gangster and all this shit.
Let me call in Coach JB. I'm in Compton. You don't care, Eddie. You're always in Compton.
Exactly, Alan. Thank you for calling out another brother and calling him racist. Smitty is racist.
Alan don't count. Alan's a brother, but he's extremely biased. You changed his life, gave him an opportunity, help him get to D1, taught him how to throw the football. You guys probably cried together. You guys have a different emotional connection. So anything Alan says is extremely biased towards you, even when he knows I'm right about a lot of shit. So
shout out to Lauren for calling in. Herm Edwards, legendary show again. Went by like this. Seems like forever though today. For some reason, but the week's already here. Tomorrow's the last day of the show.
Today was a 5-hour show today.
It's a free game Thursday tomorrow.
Yep.
And
Steve Kim gonna join us.
Steve Kim. Who's on? Bailey? Anybody? I don't know.
Might get somebody else.
3-day weekend. We'll probably get Lauren again. See if she's still married. Whatever. We'll do all kind of shit, man.
Might get Leah tomorrow. Might do all women tomorrow.
And I talked to Leah. Leah hit me. She's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about she don't watch the show no more because of some shit.
I was joking.
Oh, we got Tim Neverett on.
Oh yeah, we got TN on.
The voice of the Doyers.
Doyers, yeah.
Talk about the I think they got the best record in baseball again.
Shohei just hit number 30. There's 3 guys in the MLB with 30 home runs, and he's one of them. Him and Aaron Judge are tied at 30, and there's one cat member's name is who's at 33 right now, man.
Yep.
So
one guy what?
There's one guy, I can't remember his name. I'm having a brain fart. Who's leading the pack at 33 homers. Then you got Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani both tied at 30.
Do we have what Kevin the Trucker just did? Or no?
No, we don't. It's 9-12.
Is it? Cats really be hanging in there though. They'll stay. We could do this all day. They'll stay.
You should try it out though. No, really, like you should try it out. Like one day, like I'm gonna leave and do my own, like live my life. But you should try to stay on here till like 6 p.m. and just see. And just see what happens. I'm curious how long you could maintain like 900 to 1,000 people throughout the day. And that'll let me know like what our fan base is really doing. Like it means they have no jobs.
Let's send this off to Fox Sports real quick. Go ahead and show it.
Would you quit your job right now for $200,000 in cash?
I don't know what happened.
What are we doing?
I don't know what's going on right now. I'm confused. Is the show still live?
We can't show that, baby, or what?
I don't know what it is.
It's Frederick the Trucker, or whatever his name is.
No, I mean, Bay took it away. I mean, because he must think it's not good for me. Oh shit!
What?
Captain Trey, this ain't no good clip. What you over here doing, homie?
What is he saying?
I just had my review meeting yesterday.
Up right now for 200 grand in cash.
Factor cap. You told me to sell myself out for $1 million to take Ash. So I want to ask you now,
because that's good business, though. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, shout out to Ash, but like a dog only lives for 10, 15 years max. That's a great life.
Do you want to be? Do you want to be a Fox? Do you want to be a Fox in 15 years?
Baby, who you over there talking to?
See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
This the real JB. You better find the skin real quick.